We are live.
Are you still happy to do recap cut?
Oh yeah.
I'll press play. Welcome to session 12 of Ghost of
Ooh,
Saltmarsh.
Station 12. Last we left off, we had defeated the beaver problem. We discovered there was a cult, and they were swiftly dealt with. We were then left with the issue of some remaining cult members who appeared to be crazy and would follow anyone with a crown, which Ozzy took advantage of. We also had the child that had gone missing from Burl, so we decided we were going to return them to Burl. We went back to the road and found our wagon. Our cart had been scavenged by an owl bear, and it had pushed off one of the casks, which had broke, and was proceeding to drink it and was drunk. I think Scarrick, you got rid of it somehow. I can't remember what you did exactly.
Shield wall.
That was it.
Yeah,
Banging my
get it
shield
off
and
with-
walking below it.
Yeah, that's it.
Very
Scared it
intimidating
off.
shield wall.
We told the crazy cult people to just follow us. Then they were naked as well, and they ran all the way back to Bill, following us. On the way back, we had a run-in with a guy who was transporting fish on behalf of Captain Zandros and what's the name of their group?
The Faithful Quartermasters of IUs.
That's the one. He was heading to IUs. And then we got to Burl, spoke with Kiana, is it? No.
Yeah.
Kiana, and explained the issue. We re-delivered the boy to his mother. We stayed over in Burl for the night. We decided to try and replace the cask, and a bit of to and fro with the owners of the brewery. Achieved nothing, and just thought, well, we'll just tell Gellin the truth. Headed back, and Gellin seemed okay about it. We still had enough ale to get us through the festival, and he
told us off to use putting it on the tab.
he warned us in a polite way, but there was an undertone of seriousness that, stop fucking me over, basically, stop messing me about. And he said, like, if you need help financially, just ask him. Like, don't do it behind his back. Then we also found, while searching the beaver place, we found a boat in a box, which we then proceeded to test on the water. We went to the pub, the Snapping Line, I think. No, not the Snapping Line. The other
Empty
one.
net.
Empty net. Scarry decided to get into some scraps. He's got some issues that he's dealing with. You went to the forge to collect your money, and mentioned about leaving it to the
Gavin and
twosome.
They have names. They're real people.
And watching back, I was asking you about like family or previous loves or whatever, and me and Paul mentioned this, and I watched it back, and you did actually say something, but I didn't notice it at the time. You said, I was like, oh, have you got like a love in your life? And you said something like, oh no, not since so and so, and then like, but I didn't quite hear what it was. Was that, or am I mishearing that?
Possibly said not since the wars.
Okay.
Was they talking about because obviously I went into the war and then became unless I was referring to like becoming like a paladin.
I thought you said the name.
I thought you said the name, but I just couldn't make out what it was.
I was lost in the night.
You have to watch back, see what you said.
I'd have to watch it back and see.
So yeah, there was that.
It's wild.
We went back to find Styles on the boat drinking by himself because we told him we were going to meet him, but we forgot.
So lonely.
Picard also spoke in his stone, and a woman responded and was shocked and thankful to hear that you were still alive, and then ended the call by saying, oh shit, they're coming, or something like that. Then we had the festival. The morning of the festival. Ozzy was like loving it, absolutely in his element. We saw a wizard, who was like a local wizard who was a mute, but like gestures with his hands. We traded a couple of goods, and Scarrig ate a belly buster and spewed it all back up. We played a game, some bow and arrow game.
Let Loose.
Let Loose, that was it. And Scarrig, Ozzy caught Scarrig casting spells on everyone to help them, so Ozzy took that as a challenge to do the same and have a bit of rivalry. And we all had a go. I think Styles did the worst. It's funny. And Ozzy, through magical means, basically won it. And that's basically where we left it, unless I've forgotten anything.
Is. So that's perfect. The wizard was Keladek the Unspoken, who is the local wizard of the town. So you would have seen him before. So we have just left Let Loose. The festival is mid-swing. The sun was past the midday sky. There are people around, drinking, laughing, enjoying themselves, and you've just caught eyes at a stall where there's a large pool in a barrel with ornately carved ships bobbing around in it. Each ship is carved to look like a different pirate ship with tall masts and cloth scales. Not shit.
I thought you were saying the game was called Eat Ship. That's perfect.
My favourite playground game.
Called Hooker Ship.
I was going for ship bobbing, but
each ship is carved to look like a pirate ship with tall masts, cloth sails, and magic has been used to make it so that the cannons on the side fire at random times with little puffs of smoke coming out.
Nice.
At the top of each mast is a metal hook, and around the side there are these long poles held up, like just stuck into the side of this barrel with hooks on the end, and around the poles that hold up the roof of this tent, a mix of toys and trinkets all dangling down. There's straw dolls in the shape of people and animals, and some small glass jars with goldfish swimming around in them. There are large, colourful, twisted rock lollies, and also an array of wooden toy swords and bows. There's a colourfully dressed male who looks like you would see a carnival worker, patches all on his clothes, huge smile on his face, and he shouts and calls over to passers-by. He sees you coming from the game and calls you over. "Good day, sirs. Come across.
Oh, shit. We got our next game, guys. Come on." I'll start running towards it.
"Hello, my colourful friend. Just 5 copper and a prize every time.
Oh,
Care to have a go?"
A prize every time? Oh, we got
Every
nothing
time.
to lose.
Or is it?
What?
I think this is a kids' game.
No. Don't be
no.
silly.
I don't want to break your
hello.
excitement, but I think it's more for kids.
Scary.
It's a prize every time.
It's a prize every time. I'll start pulling out
I
coppers.
think that's what it means for kids.
5 copper.
He happily takes your money and passes you on the long poles with the hook. "Pick any ship."
Any ship. Which one looks like it might be the one?
It's entirely up to you. They're all intricate in their own way, and they all look equally good. There's a small wave in the thing that makes them bob about and a little bit harder to grab. But I need you to roll a d20 plus your dexterity modifier, please.
Oh. I need my dice. Hang on.
Didn't bring his dice.
Oh, there you go. Got too many dice, so I said no one ever. Right. D20. And add what? That's 10.
Plus your dex modifier.
13.
Okay. So you hook. Your eyes are drawn to this purple pirate ship, a large
It's purple, like me.
quarterdeck at the back, raised into an aft castle. Its forecastle short are a large woman is carved into the bow. Her golden hair like flows down, clashing with the purple. You try and hook as it comes around and bobs and lift it up.
I got it. I got it.
Cheers. Well done, good sir. Well done. Let's see what you've won. And he picks it up, and you see in the bottom is a number carved on the hull. Ah, I hope you like pets. And he reaches up to one of the things, brings down the jar, and gives you a jar with a goldfish. The goldfish swims around, up and down.
Oh,
Here you go,
my God. It's a
Enjoy.
fish. Look, Scarrick.
No, what are you going to do with that? You can't don't wave that in my face.
Anybody else? You, come on.
I'm going to eat it.
I'll give it a go. It can't be
I'll take a
that
bite.
hard. Come
Go on,
on.
Styles. It's a prize every time.
Give him the 5 copper and he passes you the staff.
So what am I rolling? Dex?
D20 plus your
Don't
dex
shake
modifier.
it. Ozzy, stop it.
Sorry.
Don't shake him.
It's not moving.
13 on which one, sorry?
Your dex modifier.
13. Maths. I've had a drink. Shit. 17.
17. Well done, well done. As you hook a smaller ship, more streamlined and black. It seems to be moving faster than the rest and almost overtaken as it comes around, but you manage to time it just right and pick it up with the hook. He picks up the number and looks at the bottom. Well, you have a choice. Would you like one of our finely crafted toy bows, or one of these? And he draws a wooden sword. It's about quarter the size of a normal sword, so slightly shorter than the sword sword. The choice is yours, sir.
Well, not doing very good with the boat at the moment, so I'll have the sword. Give me the sword.
And he flicks it towards you, handle first. May it serve you well.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else? Just 5 copper a go.
Go on,
Push.
Scarrick.
I push you forward. Go on.
Putting you to go. What am I going to do with a wooden sword?
You might win a fish. They could be lovers.
Even worse.
As you
Thank you.
as you stand around the store, go on.
No, I was going to say I'll pull out 5 copper and put it in the hand for Scarrick.
Do you care to have a go?
Yeah,
Well,
he
he's
does.
good now, I suppose. Okay.
You're the same height as a kid.
Here you go then. He
Oh.
passes you the rod.
For all one person. Yeah. Plus dexterity.
Yep.
Which is a minus. So 6.
6. You try for this beautiful galleon.
Put more effort in.
It's one of the ones with the
Don't
cannons
waste
that are
fucking
puffing
heads
out
in.
either side, and it sails full, just stream it around this pool. And you try, and just as you go for the hook, it sort of off hooks and goes to one behind, which is just a small rowboat with a solitary hook. You lift it up.
Right,
And the
that's
guy
the one I
says-
wanted.
Yeah,
Don't worry, prize every time.
prize every
And he
time.
passes you a straw doll. It's nice. It's well made for a straw doll.
Whoa. You got a doll.
You can name him whatever you wish.
Great. Thank you. That's lovely.
And he begins to cheer and call to the others, and you see a group of children run up and begin to hand him the copper and grab the sticks as they have a go at their hooker ship. You hear talking coming from behind you. The stall itself here is situated around the dock side of the house, and you see on several barrels and crates that are stacked up near the dock. There's Ida from the council. And she's talking with a group of fishermen. They're sat around, drinks in hand, in between 2 of the larger tents which are housing activities and stores. You see with them Welgar, the priest from the pro temple on the hill. They look across you and raise a glass.
Well met. Well,
Oh, good day to you. Come,
how's it been?
join us. And he says,
Oh,
yes,
thank you very much.
come and join us, please.
Ida, isn't it?
Yes.
The-
Yes, Ozzy.
Yeah, there's 2 of
it
them
is.
there, right? Ida and...
Yeah, Ida, Welgar, and a group of fishermen. So there's probably
Okay.
about 6-7 people in total. How are you enjoying the festival?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. Gallon's done a fantastic job.
Yes, he has.
Listen, did you? Has he informed you about that? We dealt with the beaver problem.
No, but we haven't met the council.
It'd be on top of the list to talk about, I suppose.
Right, I didn't know we had one, but
You did. We told
We
you.
told you.
On the very first meeting,
You were warned.
right.
right?
Well,
Oh,
well.
It was definitely
Oh,
mentioned.
She's lost for words for a minute, and as she sort of
That's how Calder
creates this
died.
silence, Welgar steps in. He says, I hear you've been to Anglar."
Aye.
have we?
That was the first village you went to, the first town you went to on your
I
journey.
remember.
Did you see the lighthouse there?
Yeah.
I we did.
Scarrick didn't believe it was a real lighthouse.
No, I just thought it'd be a fire on top, you know. It just shut
Talk
up.
to the people. They're priests of Procan.
Oh, yes, I did
Well-
chat with some of them.
You should stop by there if you need to. It's a good place to rest and a good place to worship. The lighthouses protect our coast and are almost a testament to the gods.
I've been tending to do a bit of solitary meditation with my god
See.
recently.
Me
so-
too. I've been reading this tide book. It's very raunchy.
Well,
Wow. There are
I was
kids
going
about.
to ask. How have you been? And he's
Well.
talking to you, Picard.
Well. I have been merrily abound with these chappies you see beside me. The Mr. Men,
That's us.
we call ourselves.
See.
Not yet decided on the name.
Oh, it's
100%
well decided. Long
Locked
ago.
in.
It's about like
And the
Set
arm.
in
10
stone.
sessions ago we decided that.
Sorry, you don't mind if I smoked here. I've been having a lot of
One of the fishermen
stress
pulls out a
recently
pipe
with
and
this
he's like,
group.
Fine.
We have been doing very well, adventuring, jaunting around, saving the day,
Yeah.
and becoming the best of friends.
He says to you, Picard. And the arm. Any better?
Still not there,
Hasn't quite grown back
but
yet,
he-
has it?
I'm afraid.
Curious.
Well, God, he hasn't eaten or drank since waking up on the beach. Would you know anything about that?
And he sort of sits back for a second and puts his hand to the trident symbol around his neck. There are rituals within my religion where we fast for days, but we've never managed weeks.
Well, keep trying. You might get there one day.
Perhaps it
No,
is a sign
no.
from the god.
God loves a trier.
Maybe he's blessed you with not the need of us mortal man.
Yes,
oh my
but
god.
what have I lost?
Maybe you're like a
At what
demigod.
cost?
What cost? But you're alive.
Your memory.
But what kind of life? I cannot.
You said you were well.
Well, I was saying well in the general sense, but you know what? Actually, I'm quite unhappy.
Well, there's always the path of Procan. Join me in the temple.
Propane.
He's the god of the ocean.
Ocean, you say? Ocean.
I believe you are sent from him.
Listen,
If you
Ocean.
join my order,
Wilson.
I will ensure you're housed and looked after.
The man brings up a good point. I mean, you're obsessed with the ocean and ships, and maybe you was a follower of Procan before your accident. Maybe
It would stand
maybe
to
by
reason.
going and spending a bit of time at the temple and opening up your mind to Procan, maybe it'd bring back some memories.
Indeed, I cannot argue with the unflappable logic of my friend, Mr. Ozzy. Oh, he's flapping. Oh, God.
Look, I got ribbons. Oh, my sleeves.
There are certainly unexplored avenues that need to be explored if I'm ever to get better.
And some
The
alleys.
sea will bring you
Give
solitude,
me the
friend.
back alley. I'll explore your back alley.
No back alleys, thank you.
Oh god, I've had a drink.
Ozzy, my friend, I think you need something else to eat.
I think you are right.
Well,
Soak up a bit of that rum.
he puts his hand on your shoulder, Picard, and says, "Consider my offer. Our doors are always open."
Very kind, thank you. I will certainly consider it. You may expect me through your door at some point.
And Ida looks to you and says, We can count on you to protect Saltmarsh, can't we?"
Oh, but of course, we love it here, don't we, Mr. Men?
Aye.
Bork.
I mean, I
Just-
thought we were just a rough and tumble band of mercenaries. I didn't realize you were relying on us to protect the town.
No, we are the saviors of this town.
Yeah.
I was impressed by your work with the lizard folk, and now Eliander has sent people there and back.
And
We have learnt a lot more.
the beavers. We also sorted out the beaver
It is
problem.
what the Mr. Men stand for. We stand
Beavers,
for
but the beavers, Ozzy, are not
Mystery
attacking my people's ships.
and
And she looks across the fishermen.
reconnaissance.
No, but they attacked your people because Calder. They killed Calder.
Again.
Yes.
Oh my god, there's a
Very
child.
well.
Entrepreneurs.
Listen.
Stars is in danger.
Styles, are you okay?
It-
Use the
I'm
sword.
sorry.
Sorry, some child tried to steal my wooden sword off me. I managed to beat it off with it.
She says, "I'm sorry. This isn't the day to talk business. Enjoy the festival."
Aye, we will. Thank you.
Indeed.
I will, and I start walking off.
Yeah.
I'm looking for
So-
some more food.
Food is
Wouldn't think I'm
plenty.
food
There are
ready for
plenty
anything
of people
more.
coming around with trays of, again, the salt fish, large baked bread. So, literally within arm's reach is all the food you'll need.
I'll take that, thank you.
Ozzy, what are you
The
going to do
person
with the
bars
goldfish?
off the tray.
Sorry?
What are you going to do with the goldfish, Ozzy?
Oh, just you wait.
God, I really hope it's not going in his bum.
I might use it in the show later.
Well, because you've kind of been neglecting Ellie. We haven't seen her for a few
Yeah.
days.
I was going to say,
Well, Ellie.
just as you mentioned that,
Oh, go-
I was going to say she flies down
okay. Well,
and she sees this new pet in your hand.
I had it behind my back. It's nothing. It's nothing. I won it as a prize. It's gonna be part of the show later.
She begins to snarl as she wraps around your, she's on your shoulder, coming down, trying to crawl around your body and
pull
get
out-
at this fish.
No, it's not food. It's not food. Leave it. I pull out some ribbons and start tying some colourful ribbons to her legs and arms.
Yeah.
You need to be
And
part
as
of the
you
festival
do-
too.
You sort of
Maybe you
send that
shouldn't.
message to her, and she
Maybe
jumps
to
up
the
and
boot.
flies up and circles around, creating these loops of ribbon.
Whoa!
goes.
Look, kids. Whoa!
There are kids
Whoa.
looking up and adults looking up, and some just yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, it's a motherfucking
Yeah.
dragon. Cool.
Ribbons. I really like those ribbons, mommy.
I was gonna say I would openly carry Ellie around with me on a day like today.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be trying to hide her away or anything like that. I would be openly
Just part of the costume.
yeah.
Wearing her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Peter'd be nice to her. You might have some issues there.
Who?
Peter!
Who's Peter?
Who's Peter?
Exactly.
The animals right people.
Oh, right, okay.
They're
Don't know if they're in
Oh.
there.
Peter, yeah, Peter. Yeah, okay. I get it now. Oh, that was a deep one.
I can be deep, Ozzy. That's what she said.
Oh shit!
So you carry on around the festival. Spend some time eating, refilling your drinks, trying the different meads, wines, and beers that are around. As you're conversing around, you pass a bright green tent, and from inside you hear cheers and shouting. Kids are looking.
Oh, I wonder if that's the main stage.
Hey, let's have a look. See.
You pull back the tent flap, and inside you see it's full. Well, at least the lower half is full. Before you, 15 dwarves are sat around small tables, drinking and cheering to some action that's happening in the centre of the room. As you look on, you see a small table in the middle, and there is Manistrad Koppelux, her hair ornately tied into large buns on the side of her head. Her clothes, it's probably the nicest you've seen her dress. She's in dark green sort of robes, which are still dwarvish and still quite.
Is this the other dwarf? Yeah.
Masculine. Yeah, this is the dwarf from the council. But she looks nice. There's gold and silver jewelries and there's gems. She looks like she's dressed up for the occasion. She's on the middle table, arm locked with another dwarf. And as you see, she's slopping her ale from one hand as they arm wrestle. You see the arm go forward and hers begin to go back and drop. And she takes a huge slug of her drink and then slams his onto the table.
I'm proper side-eyeing.
Tent erupts.
Side-eyeing Scarrick, like.
I'm getting like a little bit like hot under the collar and just being a bit like getting shoved
Scarrick,
about by the crowd trying to peek through like people's bums.
you know you said you didn't have any love interests.
Shut up, boys.
I think we
As
might
she
have found
slams her
some.
hand down.
I'm merely looking at the contest and thinking I maybe do well with maybe a little help from you.
You should challenge her. You don't need
Well,
help
as the
from
cheers
me.
erupt, her eyes scan the room and see. You can almost feel the draft coming from the tent that you've opened. She looks across. What are you lot doing here?
He's come to challenge you to an arm wrestle, and I push you forward.
Oh,
Come on then. You won't be the first and you won't be the last. She puts her arm onto the table.
I'll sit up next to her and
I've cast absolutely nothing. on you
wipe
as well.
off my hands on my tunic.
You cast what on him?
Plus,
Absolutely nothing.
Nah.
you fuck.
She grips your
Yeah,
hand.
so, yeah.
She looks into your eyes. What's your name again?
Garrick, mum.
I turn to
That's right.
Pike and say, I think they're in love.
She
Well,
says-
this is going to be a sexy display.
On 3. 1, 2, and she begins to push you out. Make a strength roll.
16.
16. As she pushes you, instantly your reflexes just lock up and your arm grips, and you push hers back. She sort of tilts her head back a bit, and you see her fill summer rail out one side. She looks at you, and she goes again. Roll a strength again.
Fucking natural 1, 4.
4. Okay. She sort of cocks her head back and looks at you, and she makes this grunting sound, which from the rest of you is quite an odd sound to come from a lady, but for dwarfs it's quite
Did she
normal.
fart?
And she pushes you back, and now she's got you, your arms halfway to the table, and you feel the strain like tensing up your muscle, and she just smiles at you, and you see one of her teeth has been capped with gold for the occasion. Another strength roll.
Oh.
Chill 20, 23.
23. Straight back to
Yeah,
the other
natural
way.
20 if that matters.
Nope.
Nope. Like you
Not
push
on
her
a
back the
skill
other way,
check.
and you see a tankard flies out her hand as her arm goes back, and she's like, "Rah." One more. You get advantage, I'll say.
Go on, Scarrick.
22.
22, nice. There's a crash as you smash her arm into the table, and the table itself just flips up. She goes back. She,
Just like
You see a-
roar as I do it.
yeah, you see a hand curl into a fist.
Rip off
She's
your
about
shirt.
to punch, and then she just.
As she
And the
comes
entire-
at me, like, man, I like, no. Come on.
I lean over to Styles and I say, Mr. Styles, is that how dwarves mate?
I have no idea, Pike. I have no idea. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen.
Comes back, and this huge eruption of laughter comes out of her as the rest of the tent is now bustling with people like punching each other and laughing, and then she comes in and grips you in a huge hug.
I'm a bit
She's
taken
there.
aback, like it just like almost like I was ready to fight, but okay.
Yeah. That's some impressive arm strength you got there. Right, drinks all
Right.
round. They've earned their place.
Thank you very much.
Your hands are filled with these thick wooden tankards, filled to the brim with a really dark, almost like stout. Come, sit.
I turn.
Are you enjoying the festival?
It's quite the strength on you there yourself.
Yeah.
I just sorry, I'm a bit
Picard, did you know that female dwarves are generally stronger than the male counterpart?
Well, that
You
is
whispering as you're all sat round
fascinating.
together. I love this. You just say that as you're sort of saying.
Oh boy.
She
Not-
sort of
not
overhears
today
you
at
and
all.
goes, I like this one.
I say, is that so that she can consume him after coitus?
Yes.
He
I
looks back
see.
to you, Scarrick. When are you coming to visit my mines?
Oh well, I kind of stayed out
Is
of
that
the way. I thought you
euphemism?
didn't want visitors, but I will have to pop down. I'm sure you have trouble with bandits and things. We can possibly help you out.
Oh, no trouble, no trouble. Ugh, we've got walls. It's like a village down there, a village for us.
Oh,
Have you not noticed since you came? There's not many like us here.
no, I tend to keep to myself
segregation.
anyway. So
Well, come down. There's a tavern down there. Your friends can come if they wish. They seem all
Aye.
right. If
it'd
you,
be interesting to show them some of the dwarven songs and show them how we really drink.
that it would.
I
The chef is getting deeper.
push apart all of the drinks and slam my elbow down. My turn.
Oh God.
She looks you in the
I
eye,
don't think this is a good idea, Rosie.
downs a tankard, and then the arm comes back.
All right.
All right, lover boy, let's go.
Oh, I have -1 on strength. 6.
It's tense at first, locked up. You expect that force from before, but it's not there. She just pushes you slightly towards, but she's impressed.
Look,
Roll
Scarrick,
again.
I got this.
She's playing with you.
11.
She sort of looks at you and gives you a wink, and then your arm's like
Ah!
inches from the table.
Oh God. Oh
I'll
God.
do this one with my eyes closed.
Oh no,
But-
it was a 2 for -1 for 1.
Yep. She literally shuts her eyes. She almost like goes on tiptoes, and then just dunk, pushes it to the table.
I like braced myself for like a big smash, and I was like, oh, thank God.
And then as she lets you back up, she gets a cup and she cheers it into yours. And as she does, the force of it almost like knocks yours from your hand.
Oh my God.
She's like, "Well done for trying."
Yeah.
Nice
I have
try,
to
laddie.
say-
Nice try.
I nearly
may
got her. I
come
nearly had
across
her.
as a bit bitter, but it's only when I'm in that stuffy council's house.
Understandable.
I never wanted to be on the council. The king
Aye,
said I
bureaucracy
should,
tends to poison things.
but he's given me the mine, so that's one good thing. That's why I'm here. We get the goods. We make this place prosperous, like the mines in the north.
Can I just ask, what is it that you mine in there exactly?
Well, we were sent down. A vein of silver was visible from the surface, which is a good sign. We've been going deeper and deeper, just getting all the resources we can. There's gems there, and there's veins. There's money to be made. This town was just fishing. Who would have it such a way? No. Bring the dwarves, and you get money. You get gold.
That's fair.
And you, what are you doing now? I hear you were up with the lizard folk.
Good folk.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, we we ventured that way for the council, as you know.
I have no quarrels with them.
Yeah,
As
recently
long as they don't
dealt with
affect
a
my
big
work.
beaver problem.
Beavers.
Aye.
Can't stand them. Always digging. Do you know how many mine shafts are felled by beavers?
Yeah,
Too many.
I've been saying it all along that there's been a big beaver problem. We should be getting rid of them, and we finally put a stop to it with my help.
Glad.
If Pycat had a drink, he'd spit it out.
I'm glad.
I'm going to lean to Ozzy and just say, did you teach him how to flirt?
If that, I was about to like step in and correct him, but I'm going to let him have his moment because this is a rare sight. I tell you, I've never seen him this bashful.
I lean into Styles and I say, if Mr. Ozzy had taught him to flirt, he'd be wearing that drink by now.
Or he'd be wearing her knickers.
See what I mean?
By the way, have you ever heard of this game before? And she reaches to a small chest next to the table and pulls out a little box about this large. And she opens it, and inside you see there's 3 darts finely crafted out of almost like a brass material with feathers etched to the back. They call it darts. It's become quite the obsession. And as you turn around, you see on the other side, on the wall, there's been painted into like the post of the tent, large circles. She takes one and flicks it across as a dwarf ducks out the way as it shoots past, and it sticks into the wood. Yeah, you should come and play one time. We've got a right setup down at the inn down there. Yeah, it's a real game of skill.
Hey, sounds like my kind of game.
Want to go?
Give you a go. No?
She passes you one. Just throw one
Sure.
for fun. You're a dwarf, it'll be in you.
No problem. Watch
Go on.
this.
Say it. Say
Do it
it.
with my eyes.
Being you.
I could do it with my
Being
eyes
you.
closed too.
If you're
I'm
doing
gonna
it with your
bless
eyes closed,
I'm
make
gonna
dex
bless
with
myself.
disadvantage.
You ought to make it with Dex with
Dex with
disadvantage.
disadvantage if
I've
you're doing
already
it with
got
your
a
eyes
minus.
closed.
Only if you're doing it with your eyes closed.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
doing it with
but
your eyes
I've
open,
already
it's standard.
can't fucking black out
You
now.
could like squint.
Do a sleight of eye to try and
A
squint.
sleight of eye check.
What does my bless actually give me?
+4.
Yeah,
A
plus
D4.
four.
D4.
Plus 4.
D4.
Right, set D1, roll. There's 17. And the second roll is. Oh, fuck off!
You had to do it with your eyes closed, didn't you?
What do you get?
Right, so I got 2.
Who? The dart
I got
flies.
0. I got 0 without
Oh.
the 2. D4.
Okay. Nice. So you throw it, your eyes shut, you sort of. As soon as you shut your eyes, you realise you don't quite remember where it is. And you throw it. The dwarf that ducked out the way for the thingy's dart has sort of just come back into the frame as your dart goes into the side of his head. He's like, ugh. He sort of wrists his hand up. She looks across. Are you going to be alright for work tomorrow? He sort of looks back and goes, yeah. She goes, maybe you shouldn't play that game. And shuts his thing and puts it away. Anyway, we're going to drink here until we've all passed out. You're free to join us if you wish.
That's mighty kind of you. But we had
I
more of the festival to
Ozzy's
see.
got Ozzy's got a big gig, so I'll have to check that out.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to be playing on the main stage. When am I playing on the main stage? Soon.
We should find. Yeah, it'll probably get announced. I
looks
wouldn't worry.
There's a main stage.
Yeah. Look, Gellin said I'm headlining.
And she puts a drink out and it gets filled by one of the other workers. The Miner's Respite. That's where you should play.
The Miner's Respite. If we pop over, I will happily play in your tavern. As long as no one throws any darts at me.
Oh, there'll be darts.
Oh, crap.
And a good arm on you. I like that.
Thanks.
And she sort of leans back in a chair and begins to swig, and the conversation just begins to build up around you.
I get up to leave.
Yeah, I guess we'll just like delve away.
As we're
You make your way
walking
back up the tent.
out the tent,
Go on.
I'm like, put my arm around Scarrick. Scarrick, my man, I think she really liked you.
I think that went kind of well, didn't it?
I've never seen you so go so red. You're like a beetroot.
You know, when you see the muscles on a woman, it makes you kind of get all hot and bothered, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. You should chat to her. Have a drink with her sometime.
Oh,
She seems like your type.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you could do with a bit of respite.
I don't think I fancy dating Paul.
You just gotta close your eyes and use the magic of make believe, my friend. I did it with the lizard, with Paul's voice.
At least she's not
It's
a
very
lizard.
weird. Can't get any weirder than that.
Imagine
Oh,
watching
yeah.
that.
So-
I
don't know. Maybe I'll see it at some point.
as we exit the tent, I do at this point look around like it's a good point. Where is the stage? Start looking around for a stage of some sort.
So you look around the festival, and you've been around a couple of times. It sort of circles Galen's house. You see a couple of options. There is a balcony on one side of the house that overlooks the tents. You would have to scale the wall to get there, but it would be achievable. Or you see the small sort of wooden box stage where Galen first introduced the festival and sort of opened it. That's more near the entrance where the tents sort of filter in around the town, around the houses and towards the dock. Or you could stand on the side of a ship in the dock. You see no main stage as such, and you feel a bit duped.
God damn it, Galen. What did he have planned for me? Said I was going to headline.
One thing I'll say as well is you haven't seen Galen for the entire festival.
Yeah, last session he said he was just going to spend time with women or something. Scarrick, where do you think I'm supposed to be performing?
I'll be around here somewhere, I'm sure. I mean, there's a nice little clearing there where that behind the guy's throwing up, you know. That could work.
I mean, I guess I could go on the side of that ship there that kind of overlooks. Maybe you could get a crowd gathered in front of there.
Look at the balcony. You could shinny up there, up that drain pipe, across that roof, over the palings, jump down. You're there. That'd be a good place.
How big is the balcony?
Everyone will see you.
Like, is it big enough to perform
I'd
on?
say it's like, it's like a fairly decent sized balcony.
I guess I could go up
You're
there.
only one person.
But I
That's the
sound
spirit.
like a full-on orchestra. Well, maybe we could just like get a bit of a murmur going, get a crowd gathered.
Alice, we'll walk around and spread the word, and you work your way up there, and then maybe
All right.
start tuning up, and people are like, "Oh, what's that? Oh my God, it's Ozzy Hillborn!
It's
Oh,
fucking Ozzy Hillborn. I like this idea. All
fucking
right.
amazing!"
I go over to start making my way up the pipe to the
Make my
balcony.
way.
And as
For the
I
people-
go, I'm like casting. What am I casting? I use prestidigitation to like make murmurs of like, oh, Oz is about to perform. Oz is performing soon on the balcony, and do that. Yeah.
I'll be wondering about doing similar.
So,
Is that
for
Ozzy
anyone who's trying to
Hillborn?
get the crowd together, make a charisma check. It's up to you, Pike and Styles, if you wish to partake in that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all trying.
Oh, that's the 6.
Fuck's sake.
6.
Oh. 9 for Picard.
9.
15.
Get over here, you common folk!
Garrett,
You filthy
look around.
peasants, gather round!
Hey,
Jared,
in the
you
Aussie
walk
Hellborn.
around and
Pretty
realise
sure that's
Excuse
Aussie
me,
Hellborn.
everyone's a lot
Excuse
taller,
me,
and most people are
sir.
just in conversations and sort of they disregard you as a child at first. They're like, "Who's that?" They just sort of push you away. Picard, you get up to people and you're almost deadpan. Ozzy is playing soon, and then you walk to the next one. Ozzy is playing soon, and most people look at you like, "What's an Ozzy?" And then Stars, you do successfully manage to encourage some people to gather around. I'd say there's a crowd of about 15 to 20. Ozzy, I need you to either make athletics or acrobatics to climb the wall onto the balcony. Oh, have you muted?
Hi. Do I get to roll? See how many people I brought to the crowd as well,
Yeah, you make a charisma as well.
or is it charisma check?
Yeah.
That's my thing. That's
So
my
in foil
fucking
kettle.
thing.
Yeah.
20.
Okay.
16 plus 4.
We'll wait for Jack to get back. Should we have a quick drinks break?
Sure.
Toilet drinks.
Yep, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So Ozzy managed to bring another 15 or so people to the crowd. So now there's around 30 people stood around the tents, drinks in hand, some talking, some just looking up expectantly. And as they look towards the side of Gallen's house, they see a multicolored purple figure climbing the wall.
Oh
Now-
shit, I need to roll for that, right?
Yeah, you need to roll.
What am I rolling?
You can do acrobatics or athletics, whichever you're stronger in.
You can do it, Ozzy.
Acrobatics, for sure. Oh, 18 plus 4, 22.
Nice. So with great ease, your guitar straps to your back. You manage to climb up the vines and piping and brickwork that sticks out and get yourself hop over the rail onto the balcony. And as you look down, you see the crowd is now massed before you.
I pull out the guitar, and with each strum, like sort of like slightly tuning it, and with each strum, you just see like ribbons of color shoot out, and it's almost like a vignette around Ozzy. It all just like gets darker around the edges of the balcony and just sort of like almost like spotlighting him.
I'd say at this point, it's almost late afternoon as well, so the sun's just beginning to hit down, and there's a nice purpley orange sky backlighting the house.
Good evening, Saltmarsh.
You hear one guy go, "Good evening."
It's a pleasure to be performing for you this evening. My name is Ozzy Hellborn, formerly of Crossbows and Roses. And I've come to sing you a couple of songs. And I like
There's a
scowl.
applause from the audience.
I scowl at the musicians that are currently playing. I'm like, hey,
You look across, and all of a sudden,
right,
they all stop.
rude. All right, here we go. Came across them first at the edge of Saltmarsh. Poor Coda disappeared, but he was a bit of an arse. No one believed us, but we know the truth. There was a problem here, and it was huge. There was no dispute, you could only conclude beaver fever. Oh, beaver fever. Oh, you better believe her. Oh, beaver fever. People were going missing in the town of Burl. A poor mother lost a son, you say, as his head began to swirl. Scarrick was skeptical, but Ozzy knew there was a problem here, and it was huge. There was no dispute, you could only conclude beaver fever. Oh, come on, beaver fever. Oh, you better believe her. Beaver fever. What we found was nothing short of a horde, but they all died to our sword. It's not for me to implore, but we should probably get some reward. Beaver fever. Oh, beaver fever. You better believe her.
There was a cheer from the crowd. And for those of you
Well
on the ground
done, that
level,
was great, Ozzy.
Thank you.
Ozzy.
you do hear
Ozzy.
passing
Ozzy.
comments of,
Ozzy.
I
Ozzy.
didn't know there was a beaver problem. And I was saying,
We tried to
"Beavers!"
warn you. Oh, God damn it.
You don't hear that, Ozzy. You're too high up. But there's a
That was
general,
awesome, chat.
the crowd. Yeah, that was so good. The crowd are cheering. There's people like throwing drinks in the air, and you see these little sprays of foam and beer.
That was so good. I then, for the sake of brevity, I play a couple more songs. I play The Bard Is Back in Town, which you've already heard. I play
Yeah.
a couple of old hits. And then I end on this one.
And just as you end, the sun now is set lower. The skies turn to deeper purples, and a crowd is gathered.
Perfect colour.
Your music has traveled around the festival, and you see some of the tents have like propped their flaps open. There's a few more people crowded around, and as you come into this one, the crowd sort of goes silent in anticipation.
For my final song, you hear Ozzy sort of like mumble a little bit. Can you, all three of you, make perception checks?
Perception. 4.
And
Oh God, you guys.
You're muted, Jim.
I got a 9.
Okay. Scarrig and Styles, you hear Ozzy sort of like go into himself a little bit and mumble as he's like getting ready for the next song, and he says he dedicates it to someone. And you Styles, I don't know if you know the names of the people in the band, so you maybe just hear a bit of a mumble, but Scarrig, you obviously know the names of the band. You're almost like lip reading at the same times, and he says like he dedicates it to Ellie, Dave, and Kurt. The light gets darker, and a mist begins to like emanate around the guitar. You see like little flashes of lightning striking out behind Ozzy. It begins to like rain around him, and the color of the rain is purple. The spotlight gets more intense. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I just wanted us to have the best tour we could. I didn't think I'd see you crying in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. You see like Ozzy like fumbling a little bit with the guitar. He's not quite hitting the chords. The image behind him sort of falters a little bit, and through the rain you just see this like silhouette come, and an axe swipe through the rain and almost like through Ozzy, and as it happens, he just shudders and everything just goes, oh, nice. And everything just goes silent, and he almost like drops the guitar. Thank you. It was an absolute pleasure playing for you this evening. I've been Ozzy Hailborn. See ya. And I
The crowd
get off the balcony.
cheer, and at first it's slow. They're like not quite sure what's happened. The
Packard does like the real.
end of the
He stands up and he just does that.
Yeah, and everyone else begins. By the time you get down, the crowd is fully cheering and others are talking, and the rest begins to just come back in, and for them it's just the end of an act. You come back down and join your fellows as the crowd sort of dissipates and begins to move.
I don't go back to them.
Okay.
I go sort of climb down, and then I'm just like sat slumped on against the wall.
Okay, you wait for Ozzy to come back, but
through
you see him climb down and can't find him. You push through.
Has anyone
Yeah,
seen
okay.
Mr. Ozzy?
Push
Is it a
towards
rear
the
pancake?
underneath the balcony.
You've seen him climb down, so you know roughly where he is. So you can push through the crowd, and you see him slumped there against the wall.
Ozzy, what? I mean,
I'm just like drinking.
amazing,
Like,
amazing show, but
What?
What was that?
the rain. The rain was blood. It's fucking blood, man.
But it was purple. I remember the words distinctly. It was purple rain.
I am
I just-
purple.
Oh,
Ah,
What happened?
the songs, right? They're good. Did you like the Beaver song? It was good, right?
Right, it was great. It was great. But, Ozzy, what happened with the band?
You know what happened with the band? We had creative differences and were in our separate ways.
What are those differences?
Just Dave Knoll was like, I think we should do this chords in this song, and I was like, no, Dave, that's shit. And then he was like, yeah, Dave, that's shit. And Kurt Bain was like, no, guys, I think we should do it like this. And I was like, no. And we just argue, and we split up. We split up. Let's
Come on, Ozzy. Sounds like you need a drink.
yes, let's get some drink. It was good though, right? The Beaver song, fucking awesome.
It was.
Aye, it's great. And I'll like pat him on the back and help him up.
Yeah. When I was a bit down the road where I go to Scarrick and say, what the fuck was that all about?
Mate, if you don't mind, both of you make, well, and you Pike out as well if you want. You make insight checks.
I forget that's a thing.
Yeah, I was waiting for one of you to ask, and I was like, they don't want to.
Remember, 18.
20.
Oh,
Fucking hell, now the
find
big
it.
rolls come out.
yeah.
Hey guys, make a perception check. 1.
I got 4.
Nice. Scarrig and Picard, it's blatantly obvious to you that Ozzy is not telling the truth. It's quite obviously you don't know much beyond that, but you get the feeling that what he's told you in the past, Scarrig, might not necessarily be true about what happened to the band. And I'm not being honest in that moment, but I'm obviously trying to deflect the subject. Styles, you're just like, yeah, seems that's what happened. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Word on the street is.
Drake.
Go on, drink.
So, you gather yourself drinks from a nearby tenant bar, and as you do, you clock Anders and his servant Skerrin they're ushering a large man in really nice clothes back into a large tent just opposite the bar. They seem to have been coming from where the crowd was for the music. And they sort of usher him in, and then the tent flap closes behind him.
Styles, why don't you go and see if you can listen in what's going on in that tent?
What, all sneaky like?
I don't think I'm the best for that.
Okay. So, I go up sneakily. It just never works, does it? This character's real sneaky, real stealthy. Do this.
Yeah, make a stealth check. I'm presuming you're trying to go down the side of one of the tents to sort of hear your way for it.
It's just going to come down with an axe and cut through it.
Natural 20!
Way!
Way, finally!
With-
A stealthy
So,
rogue.
28 with a modifier.
28. Nice.
There's
He's
people coming
invisible.
back and forward down the street, and you, although you're not invisible, you do just blend into the crowd. You sort of put the hood up on your robe, and then just almost like walk through them like they're not there, but just sort of this artful
Assassin's
dance.
Creed style.
Yeah, no one notices. You're like this. Assassin's Creed style. People are getting pushed over left right. No, you sort of twist your way through, and then you find a time when you sort of check everyone's eyes, and you just fade back into the shadow between a tent and a wall of a building next to it. You step tentatively over the ropes that hold the pegs and are holding the tent up, and you sort of crouch and just listen. You hear voices inside talking at a normal sort of level. You hear Anders. So, what did you think of them? I know that's just Ozzy. I was telling him about you. I was telling you about him. And you hear another voice, one that you haven't heard. Yes, I think they may do. They seem bold. He was bold to be up there. Yes. But the job, it's tender. A tender subject. And Anders, you hear him reply, yes, I know. I know it's tender, but I have faith in these people. Listen, I will try and find them. Just let's rest first. Let's rest.
So I'll go back to the group and relay what it says. Anders,
Yeah.
Anders
The
was
group
talking to
perspective is like he just disappears, and then all of a sudden he's like,
Where did you go?
Boy, Styles, you scared the crap out of me there.
someone. You told me to go do it. So Anders
I
was
thought
speaking
you'd
to
just
someone.
gone to the toilet or something. I didn't see you go anywhere near the tent.
That was
Secret
really.
squirrel,
That's the
secret
sneakiest I've seen you, Styles.
One hard. So looks, Anders is. Sounds like he's trying to sell our services to someone for some type of job.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Maybe able to make a bit of coin from it.
Well, we
Keep
must
an
be
eye
careful
on
what
justice
jobs we take on. We don't want them to conflict with our strong moral code.
Ah, yes, normal code.
Our strong moral need for money.
Well, that is true. Ships won't
Oh
pay for
shit!
themselves.
I pull out the goldfish. I sat on the goldfish.
Oh.
Is there any water left?
I'm trying to think what was
Oh wait, it's a
would it
bottle,
just,
isn't it?
burst in your pants.
It's a
Oh,
bottle and
it's
it's
like
got
a
a
jar.
bag.
Oh,
I
it's big
was
enough.
fucking thinking
Yeah,
of a
it's not
polythene bag.
Yeah, killing the oceans. You sort of take out the jar and look at it, and you see it's floated on its side to the top and sort of
Oh
bobbing.
no!
You expect perhaps your climb up to the balcony was maybe a bit vigorous for it.
Oh, I forgot I was gonna eat it on stage, but I got a little bit carried
You
away.
were going to what?
Yeah, it's like a rock and roll thing.
What is wrong
Oh.
with you,
You like
boy?
get it a little
And he
animal
sort
and
of-
eat it.
You
Ellie
know,
jumps
people
down from a rooftop and
cut up a piece of
swoops down,
carrot to pretend it's a goldfish. I don't really use a goldfish.
perches on your
When you
shoulder
do
and
that.
looks into the jar.
I could actually do it just with minor illusion as well. It wouldn't
Aye.
actually.
You didn't have to kill a fish.
But that's not
Aye,
real
right.
rock
Why
and
would you
roll, is
eat a
it?
goldfish?
Because it's people are like, oh my god, he's fucking crazy, and it's like no notoriety.
Well, I mean, when I go into the restaurant, I don't see anyone eating a nice plate of fish and chips and go, "Watch out, there's a badass over there."
He's got a point, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Makes you
We
look
can
a little
all eat
crazy.
fish.
Well, that's the only animal I had on me of fish. Wait, where's it gone?
At this point, Lee's gnashed away
Oh, he's
through
eating
sort of
it.
the top, and she just like you see this little gold flipper just.
Ah, you son
And
of a
she
bitch!
jumps
That's
off
what
you
I
and
was supposed to
flies
do. Ah, fuck.
But at least I've still got my sword. And Scarrett's got his doll.
Oh,
Yeah, that you have.
And at that, I try and stab his doll with the end of the wooden sword.
Well, make an attack roll.
Careful. It might be a voodoo doll.
oh, that hurts.
Attack. The reason I can't see attack.
You have
And
to
you
use,
just go on
you
your
have to use a
actions
weapon.
and like do like a sword. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
you have to use a dex, I'd imagine, is your base. So just do a dex roll. Add your dex modifier.
Yay, 7.
Yes.
7. You sort of stab in the air, it gets pulled out the way.
Careful where you're pointing that sword.
If
Okay.
a dragon can't eat my sword.
What?
What do you wish to do?
Are there any more like? Are there any like other competition-y things? Any hesitate to say
That's it for
fights
main, the
going
main
on
sort of
anywhere?
stalls. There isn't fights as per se. It's getting on to the start of the evening. Lanterns have been lit around. The party's still going though. There's no sign of it sort of dropping off. You sense from years of experience of taverns that perhaps later on a few people may have had a few too many. But at this point, everyone's just enjoying having a good time.
Ozzy's drinking a lot.
I'll come and sit with you next for a bit and just drink kind of along with you, but like just watching you and occasionally nudging to try and get stuff out of you. Like, you know, you can talk to me, lad.
Yeah, I know. I do talk to you. Yeah. And likewise to you. You can talk to me. Everyone can talk. It's fine to talk.
Aye, well, maybe we should just drink instead.
Yes. Drink. Another whiskey.
Hey, whiskey!
Mr. Picard, how are you enjoying the festival, seeing as this is probably the first one you can remember attending?
Oh, indeed. The first and best one I've ever been to. Per my
You-
memory.
Also the worst.
Indeed. Technically, also the worst.
Are you finding yourself in enjoyment without the food and the drink?
Oh, indeed. You know, I
I'm not
have
tempted.
I have the talented musical aids of Mr. Ozzy, and I have the good company of the Mr. Men, and it's nice to relax before we get back to the matter at hand, which is the Sea Ghost. It'll be nice to return to the Sea Ghost once we have filled our boots, as it were.
My boots are getting filled. Can I pull out? We got given two. No, we found 2 potions, didn't we? In
Yeah, you
the
did.
beaver place. Can I pull one of them out and cast identify on it?
Yeah, of course you can. So we will say, you look at the potion, and even though you're intoxicated, this is magic, so luckily it doesn't have a negative effect on it. You look at it and sort of just look at the consistency and open it and smell it. You see that it's a potion of gaseous form. When you drink this potion, you gain the effect of the gaseous form spell for 1 hour, or until the end of the effect as a bonus action.
That's cool.
The potion itself is almost like a fog inside a bottle that sort of pours and flows like water in this vial.
Are they both the same, or is the other one different?
No, the other one is like a syrupy liquid.
Okay.
It looks like the tone of iron.
But I know it's not a healing potion because I've seen enough of them around.
Yeah, you both know. Well, you
All
all sort
red.
of like these aren't just healing. Yeah.
Mm. Oh, for some reason when you said iron, I was thinking like oxidized iron, rust. I don't know why.
no, like iron,
That was weird.
like silvery, grey, black iron.
Yeah, fair enough. I like sort of like, guys, I know what one of these potions is. It's like a gaseous form potion. It'll make you
Real
all
gaseous fall in the morning.
ha. It makes you like a cloud.
How so?
That could be cool for,
Aye, infiltration and
Stuff.
things. And
yeah, infiltrating the girls' locker rooms.
Nope. That would be a crime.
Nope.
This Mister, I can put my hand through walls.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can kind of do that already.
it was
Yes,
one
we've got
shower
gas-
block.
Gaseous
my whole
and
self.
you.
Oh, that's the meanest thing you've ever called me.
Maybe you took the potion and it didn't wear off properly.
Exactly. You should never do drugs, kids.
Maybe.
As you sit and drink opposite the tent, after 15, 20 or so minutes of you just enjoying yourselves, the tent flap opens again and Anders' head peers out. Oh. I thought I could hear you. Please come. I was looking for you in the
Right.
festival. Do you mind?
Anders, you're not going to be a killjoy, are you?
No. I have someone I'd like you to meet.
Yeah, how are you finding
Can
the
you not bring
festival?
him here?
He's comfortable in here, and you'll be comfortable too. And the festival, it's great.
Yeah, right.
Great.
Gellin put this on. He's a good man, right?
Well, we still haven't discussed business, have we? So, perhaps in here
Have you got drink?
we have drink.
I'm
yes.
already on my way.
Right.
And you make your way across the dirt road, and he opens the tent. As he opens it up inside, you see it's the finest tent you've seen so far. There's like large wooden table on one side. It's a solid built table, almost like a dark mahogany sort of style. On a rug, the floor is covered in ornate rugs. At one end, are huge piles of cushions that sort of line around and create this like large U-shaped sofa. There is like bearskins and furs covering it all, and there's a warm glow coming from like, two sconces in the corner.
Oh shit, that reminds me. You've got those fucking rotten beaver furs. They're going to be stinking.
Oh,
I presume we left them on
boat's
the boat.
gonna stink.
Well, I'm not carrying them around with me in the bag of holding, so yeah, they're on the boat.
Gonna say, yeah, did you empty them out?
Oh,
You just
God.
open it up and it's like this huge gas thing. But you go in, you see Anders introduces Scaring and his servant. He stood at a table where there are kegs and glasses and bottles of like glass decanters and things. There is a large man sat almost in the middle of this huge U, almost engulfed by the cushions. He is dressed in royal clothes. His robes are deep blue with gold trim, and he wears a bright green beret, under which you can see iron grey hair pulled back into a tight ponytail. As you look across, in this setting of such splendour, he seems to have seen better days. Parts of his stitching have come frayed, some of his garments are showing signs of moth damage. Next to him is a man in a butler's uniform, again showing signs of age and disrepair. However, this is less noticeable than the fact that he is a half-orc. His skin, rough and warty, is a stark contrast to the fine clothes he wears. His large, single tusk coming from his lip. He comes into the tent and introduces. My friends, please. This is Prince Albrecht. Prince Albrecht? These are the people I was telling you about. Please, come in. What would you care to drink?
Prince Arbrick.
Yeah, Aubrek.
Taking this one person I heard before.
What's that?
I'll have anything strong you've
right,
got.
Something strong, of course. Scarin,
I'll
please.
take stronger.
Strongest, of course, Ozzy. Mr. Picard?
Nothing for me.
Very well. And Styles, Mr. Styles?
Some rum, please.
Right, very well. And Scarin gets to work, going to several different crystal decanters and pouring these large measures of spirits. The rum comes to you, it's sweet, with a smoky hint. For you two, you get more of a grain alcohol. It's more of a burn as it goes down, but it is pleasant.
So he introduced him to us as Prince Albrecht.
Yeah.
I slumped down on the sofa thing.
Yeah.
Next to him, sort of spill my drink a little bit. So, Prince Albrecht, eh? Nice to meet some fellow royalty. And I adjust my crown a little bit. I'm King Ozzy. And who might you be? And I look towards the half-orc.
The half-orc just stands straight as an arrow next to you. And the prince sort of leans forward, his large stomach sort of rolling over his knees. A king, you say? And a king of where exactly?
He's the king of beavers and frog people.
King of kings.
And I'll square up to the orc guy. Well, obviously not square up to him, but try and look menacingly behind Ozzy.
Please. And he tells you, he's just doing his job. Do not disturb him.
Does he have a name?
He is my servant.
Don't tell me it's Eric.
It's my duty. He does have a bloody name. I just can't remember exactly what it is.
That's a strange name, Mr. Bloody.
Not with the orc folk. Quite a common name, I think.
Yes. Bloody Terrible, Bloody Ivan.
I
Bloody
remember
orc.
him. He was a horrible man.
Going to be Eric in a minute if you're not careful.
Bloody Eric was horrible.
All those massacres.
His name? His name is
Bloody
Verteg.
Vertec?
Verteg.
Verteg.
And he is my butler. Anyway, who are you to address butlers before princes?
Why does everybody got a butler?
I'm Prince
Everybody's equal, man.
Albrecht Dralian.
Albrecht Dralian.
I was one of the richest merchants in the town of Gyrex, in the Principality of Ulick. Have you been there before?
Gyrex? Is that near Jurex?
Have I been there?
I have not heard of this Jurex.
It's a nice place. It's a bit rubbery. You bounce in and out.
It's very,
not the
very
same
safe, though.
And this comes down. It says, sorry, the business before, was everything okay?
Sorry,
Which one was that again? Sorry, it's a bit hazy.
sorry, Pod.
On our trip for Gellin, is he referring to?
Oh, aye,
Yeah.
the delivery. Aye, all went fine.
Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, Pod.
I'll tell you it in a minute.
Where did you say it was from?
He is from the town of Gyrax.
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 Will Ozzy have been there before on his touring and travelling?
It depends if you've been like up the coast quite a
Is it on
way.
the
I've been
coast?
everywhere. I feel like I've been everywhere. At
Yeah,
some
it's
point.
coast. You may have done. I don't think you'd really remember it. It's a town of mainly dwarves.
Gyrax.
Have I been there?
Dwarvish town, right?
I don't think you would have done because you would have just come from the wars inland and sort of you haven't really gone on the sea much. Have
Oh.
you?
There's a tough crowd, I remember.
Listen though, the business,
Oh yeah.
was everything okay?
Aye. I know you're trying to get a scoop on Gellin, but like we said, he's a good man
No.
above board.
No, listen,
Everything
glad
was
that-
above board.
I truly am. I was just worried, that's all. As I said, I think Gellin does a great job for the people, but sometimes things are too good to be true.
Hmm.
Anyway, less about me, please. Carry on, Albrecht. Oh, yes. So, as I was saying, I was one of the richest merchants in the town of Gyrax in the
Was?
Principality.
What happened?
Do you ever let anyone finish a story?
No,
Not
he
He sort of
doesn't.
turns to Anders.
Sorry about that.
And he goes, "These are really the people you were talking about." And I said, "Yes, yes.
Go on, Prince.
I will come straight. I have a job for you, if you wish to take it."
We accept.
Oh, hang on.
Mr. Pikehead, Pikehead.
Pikehead.
Oh,
Can't
hold
tell
on.
me.
I mean,
What?
he has the captain, so, you know.
What is it?
Please.
How much?
Let me tell you my story. If you say you've been to Gyrax before, you'll know it is a land where humans are not the main inhabitant. I was a proud man to take my father's small trade empire and expand it up the coast of the Azure Sea. My trade fleet was one most prosperous, fighting off pirates, surviving storms, fighting off even sea monsters. At my peak, I had near 100 ships under my banner.
Yeah, that Pikehead.
I
100 fucking. That makes you an admiral. Isn't that right, Styles?
Oh.
I think
was-
he's already an admiral because he's got two.
A Commodore, wasn't
He's
it?
got a fleet.
I was not in charge of all ships. I was mainly the owner. Each one had its own captain and did my biddings. But I heard rumors where I could expand. From the southern jungles, someone told me I could monopolize a rare species of spice and herbs by investing into the area. This was an asset untouched by others along the coast, and I knew I could take my father's trade and make it more. I sold many of my assets and converted them into deeds and promissory notes in the land. These, I don't know if you've ever dealt in them, but they are worth a great deal. I stowed my wealth on the Emperor of the Seas, one of my finest ships. However, that ship never reached its destination. In this course of a week, my fortune was lost. I presumed it was wrecked in a storm, and all hands were lost.
How long ago was
The
this?
sea. This was nearly 3 years ago now.
Oh, okay. It's not you then,
I
Pikehead.
had barely. No, I have not met this man before. But I had barely a scrap to my name, and this family, and he puts his hand onto Anders, the Saltmarsh, and your mother, Anders, they came to my aid. They were good to me, and they helped me make what I could of the few cargo ships I had left. I am now a humble merchant, making minor trades in food and livestock, but I've never been able to grasp what I had before.
So,
However,
so you want someone to go and find your missing ship?
well, this is the thing. And he sort of leans in at this point and ushers you to lean in. 15 days ago, my men have spotted this ship
Your breath smells.
adrift.
I think it's
Are
you,
you
Ozzy.
listening or not?
It's me, sorry.
Listen.
Sorry.
15 days ago, my men spotted this ship adrift around 5 days from land. It looked battered, but it was still afloat. I need a crew to journey there and board the ship and return my cargo. I've
And,
already arranged transport, but I need people to board. And he sort of sits back.
Alright.
Well,
And I say-
what would our share be? We don't work for notes of credit.
The deeds in total are worth 100,000 gold.
That will do.
I am willing to offer you 10%.
I like the first
That
number.
sounds good. How about
10% is
15?
10,000 gold.
How about
20%.
15%?
No, 20. Go higher first.
20%.
20.
Listen. The cargo ship in the Emperor of the Seas is more than just my box. You can have anything else on the ship. Return me my box and I will give you 10,000 gold pieces.
No, we fell for this one
10,000
before.
gold sounds
Mhm.
way better than 10%. Let's take that.
We fell for this one before. 10%. 20%. 20%.
Listen,
20,000 gold pieces.
this is all I have to my name. And he gives you 200 gold pieces. This is a down payment. You return my notes, I'll give you 12%.
20%. If it was easy, you'd have got your crew to have done it there and then. Why did your crew turn round and come back to tell you not to take the ship there and then?
What are you hiding?
Make a persuasion check first.
All of us.
No, just Styles.
Fuck! 3.
Look.
Listen,
Oh, I've got my luck underneath my luck. Look at that. Persuasion.
who?
I just pushed it. I just pushed the button as well. Oh, look that. 10.
You know.
Look, here's another look.
Look at that. Persuasion. Oh, I
At
found
the
it.
end of the day, you might as well use it.
Oh shit! Look! Look
Use
at
another
that. Persuasion. Where is it? Oh, there it is. This is it, boys.
I should have been doing the persuasion.
Oh fuck!
I've got
It's a 10.
I've got a plus 8.
Just-
You get
stick
to
with it,
choose
10.
on luck. I think you can only use it once on a roll.
We'll accept 12.
So
You know when you use it
He
once?
says- I don't know. I think once per roll.
I think
maybe?
it's
I don't know.
supposed to be
I
once
always
per
keep
roll.
using it.
No, like once
Yeah, every
for each thing that you check in.
each sort of thing you're trying. Yeah. He says, "Look, this ship's been missing for 3 years. It was spotted 15 days ago, and no one has boarded it since. I do not know what's on it, and that is why 10,000 gold, which I'm sure is the highest payment you have had." And Anders sort of looks across and is like, "Yes,
Anders.
is a fair price."
Yes,
Because
12,000.
12.
12,000 is
Because
a
I
fair
failed the
price.
rolls. Does that mean I can't argue anymore?
You can't try and
Means you
persuade
won't,
again.
you won't win.
Yeah, you can't really win at that point. Yeah.
We accept 12% at 12,000 gold. Do we not, Mr. Men?
Harry,
I hold out my
We
hand
do.
to shake. 12,
He looks
12%.
to the 200 on the table, and you see him sort of like pat down his sort of garments. 12%, and he puts his hand out. You grasp and shake.
Huzzah!
So do we take that 200 now?
is he a dwarf?
No, He's a human.
So that's 50 gold each.
You will
50 gold.
you will need a description of the box and the details of the journey.
Indeed.
I have paid for a ship, the Soul of Winter. They will crew the ship and take you to the destination.
Hmm.
When you get there, you must board the Emperor of the Waves and find my box. It is made of a shiny blue metal, packed inside a large wooden crate, branded with the letter A. The crate will be easy to open and break, however, the box cannot be opened, except for a password known only to myself. This is what contains all the deeds, sealed in waterproof wrappings. So my property will be intact.
Oh yeah.
If we wanted to meet with you to get final details, are you still going to be around for a few days?
I will be here till you return. The ship will be here tomorrow morning and will leave at nightfall.
Can I just ask, is
I
there
am-
anything
Wow.
special about the ship you've provided? Because we actually have our own ship.
I would prefer it if you did this under my way. The Soul of Winter is paid for, they are coming, they will take you.
Do you have a revolving bed?
It is not my ship. It's dwarven though, and he turns to you, Scarrick.
Might have a forge on
captain-
it.
That would be interesting.
Right, I'm gonna bang my head.
The captain is Wolgar Windrune.
Oh yeah, Windrune is he?
He seems experienced.
Okay, well,
What's the ship called? Sorry.
we'll possibly catch you again before we go.
So, the ship which you're going to is called the Emperor of the Seas, and the ship that you're going on is called the Soul of Winter.
We're going to have to go and get some supplies before we go. We've got some people to see.
Well,
Yeah.
I have also stocked the ship with supplies that you may need.
Is time of the
Thank you.
essence.
Yes. I fear if my crew have seen the ship, it's only a matter of time before others do. And yes, they will not be able to open the box, but they take it to the right person, the right mage.
And your crew
Or it may just be
hasn't
lost.
given you any information as to what the fuck's going on.
They saw it adrift
And just
5 days from land.
sorry, Paul. Just explain again. They saw the boat, and what? They just turned around. Didn't investigate it.
They saw it adrift and they came back to shore.
Obviously, a
My
ghost, a
point
ghost
is a little
boat.
bit suspicious.
Why
Yeah.
didn't they check it out to get his box?
That's what I was
Um,
trying to ask, but I got told to row.
He says
Oh,
it's adrift and it couldn't be towed or anything like that.
oh, sorry. That was what your persuasion check was for, to get him to spill the beans.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
I thought your persuasion check was to get more money.
That's
but
what I
I
thought.
think
it
it
was.
was.
was both. I thought it was both. I thought my argument was, why didn't they? If it was easy, why didn't
Yeah.
they do it?
Yeah.
Alright.
You would
Yeah,
have
but we
got
never found
Can
out.
I roll an insight check to see if he's like there's more? He's like hiding anything,
Yeah. Sure.
any information. Insight. 15, 16, 17.
Needs to be pretty straight up.
Well, you seem like a
He
pretty
looks
straight up guy,
Desperate.
but if only a little desperate. We
At this point, Atlas steps in. I knew we'd take this. The money is good, and my mother had faith in this man when he was on hard times.
well, I'll be
We
honest.
traded a lot when he was in good.
I'll be honest, Anders. I don't know your mother. Maybe I do know your mother. Anyway, money talks, so we'll do it.
I think he pays a fair price.
We'll do our best for you. Don't
Yep.
worry.
Let
That's
us be gone.
much appreciated.
Aye, we have things to do now. We'll see you again soon.
We have things to do now. As they back out of the tent.
Are we aware?
Yep. You
Away.
leave the tent and you leave them
So-
drinking.
So,
Just thinking aloud, if we, for instance, had that wee helmet from the Pirate Queen to read minds, and we maybe came back just before we went, and just asked him again about the whole password deal, would we maybe discover the password?
If it's
Because 100,000 sounds a bit better.
Ooh. This sounds devious.
I like it.
I like it.
Just thinking aloud,
He'll be
Well,
thinking
that's
aloud.
fine.
He won't be able to help
I
it.
wouldn't.
If,
I do agree the helmet will be very important for our endeavours.
if we get this, does this mean we'll have 2 ships? We'll be practically a navy.
Well, no, we've already got 2 ships.
No,
3
because
ships.
we'd have to hide the fact that we'd
We'll
have the
3
ship.
ships.
Fuck
If
We
that
have to
guy.
hide it. He said we could have
Double-crossing.
everything, but he just wanted
Well,
the box.
the ship seemed to be not in a sailing state, but we could certainly try.
Could get it refit. Shouldn't take that much.
Yeah, we'll use the money that we find.
We've barely sailed 1 ship and we already have 2. I don't think we need 3.
We have 1 ship and a boat.
Huh?
It's
A boat ship.
It's a pretty big boat though.
I do agree we need more ships.
I feel like if I
Yes.
choose the right spell, I might be able to open the box without the password.
Interesting.
Well, these are things we can deal with at the time, but shall we? I mean, no shops are open, so we can't go
why are we
purchase the helm.
leveling up? Because we've been this level for ages now.
And
Yeah,
I've killed so many things.
Yeah.
Like I've
All
had
you've done
so
is
many
drink.
extra fights.
Killed some beavers and hang around a town for a bit. It's not
Yeah, I
fucking hero
fought all
shit.
those people and like did arm wrestle bouts and stuff.
Do something heroic in you, mate.
We've solved the beaver problem. Why does nobody appreciate us?
Welcome to side quests.
When
Yeah,
did we
but I thought
last?
the whole point of side quest was to level up easy. That's what it is on RuneScape.
Yeah,
When did we last level up? Was it when we sorted the
you
lizard
leveled up
people?
after the lizard folk, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then after that we have just
It's only like a week
been on
ago.
a mission. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget it's longer between levels at the top.
Well, do we want to just go to bed so that it's the morning and we can get stuff done, or do we want to have a few drinks?
We'll say for brevity.
Bed.
If there's
Bed.
nothing else you wish to do at the festival,
You don't sleep, you don't get a vote.
Why are you so
Oh.
desperate to go to bed? What are you in a rush for?
My
the
time
rest of
was
the evening, you spend the rest of the evening just going from bar to bar, interacting with locals. There's a few of you that come up and cheer you for your set. A few others come up and
Assign autographs
really interrogate
willingly.
you about like the beaver problem, and they're like, "Is there really a problem with beavers?" And this sort of thing.
I tell outlandish stories, embellish every detail about how
Yeah.
we defeated them. Although it doesn't really need embellishing because it was awesome anyway.
Hella cool.
Have you,
Um,
you telling people about the dragon we promised to sing about as well?
Nope. Already forgotten about that guy.
The baby eating dragon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
I mean, I suppose, yeah, I would probably mention. It would probably come
if
up.
you tell your full
No,
tale
you
so
didn't.
far.
You didn't mention it on that one.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
and I would also be looking for groupies.
Charisma check.
check for someone. Make a
Someone's got to like this show.
make a charisma check.
Oh, it's my specialty. Just to, oh yeah, Christmas. Natural 20.
I'm
24.
going
Are
there.
you using the natural 20 dice?
Yeah, I
Um,
did. It's the only one I use now.
Sex dash. So you spend the rest of the evening sort of going around, And through these stories that he tells, you do manage to pick up two quite attractive women. Both of them intrigued by your charisma and your stories and your music, and you played to them throughout the night. And it comes to the point you're like, right, let's go back to the ship. And they're like,
I got a revolving bed.
so you make your way back to the Sea Ghost, and the sea is calm. There's lanterns strung up on the ships nearby, so there's a really nice ambience. Ozzy, as you open the door to the room with the revolving bed with your two ladies in arms, you are met by a wall of steam and heat.
Oh no.
The smell of sweat and sex hangs in the air.
I recognise this smell.
Through a haze of red walls and a revolving pink mass in the center, you see a head pop out, and it's Gellin. Oh, look at the time! And his head pops back into this revolving massive body. There's 4 or 5 people on this bed, all completely naked. There's clothes strewn everywhere.
As soon as I see this, I just start taking off my clothes and be like, right, time to get stuck in.
The girls, let's see what they do. Both the girls sort of, I think we need to go, and they sort of
Oh, come on, what's
hang
the
off your arms,
problem?
and literally they run down the galley, and the others coming up, you see them just run past you as they past.
All right, well,
The room is yours,
Gillen, I'm coming in.
and fade to black. And for the rest of you, you head
Just
back to
before
your
we
rooms.
left, could I maybe have found Gavin and Davin in the festival?
Yeah, I think they would have been,
they
on
would
the
have been
festival,
there.
Yeah.
And
To
probably
be
would
fair,
have
I
just
think they would have had a
explained.
stall. They had a small
Right, yeah.
box cart stall, and they were selling little trinkets, some handmade symbols and things like that. Pretty simple stuff.
I would have
but
maybe
nice.
explained to them about going away again in the morning or in the tomorrow.
They look at you, and after the time that you spent the other evening, last night, sort of rekindling, they feel a bit more stable, and they bid you farewell and good luck. Is there anything else anybody wishes to do before bed?
No.
I normally have a pee.
Then you put off the bow, tinkling off some of the targets that are pinned to the ship, and then you head to bed.
Don't let Ellie bite it off.
She flies up to the crow's nest. The night passes. All of you get a long rest, bar Ozzy,
Oh,
who gets a short rest.
God damn it.
You want to have sex all night? There's a price.
Worth it.
And next day comes slowly. So by the time you go to bed, it's 2-3 in the morning, and for those of you that do sleep, you lie in. The mid-morning sun comes through the windows on the ship, and you groggily wake yourselves up and come onto deck. You look
I
from
don't.
the ship across. You don't. You stay in.
Well, I'm just mollycoddling females.
At this
Is
point,
Gellen's still
Gellen's
there?
gone.
Is Gellen
Gellen's
okay.
gone by the morning. Yeah, he sort of slipped out on one of the interludes, and maybe with one woman.
Okay.
But you stay in bed with the rest, slowly revolving as the sun sort of casts through the haze of incense and mist. And the rest of you look out and you see the slow beginnings of the festival being taken down. The fishing ships have left. They had missed a day's work, so they're working on the rest day. However, everybody else is just sort of slowly getting things back. And as you look across down the dock, you see a large sailing ship, a new one, and on the deck, small figures hauling off ropes, cleaning down the bow and resupplying. You see painted on the bow Soul of Winter. This is the ship you'll be taking.
Ooh-wee.
It's quite the ship.
No, it makes me feel inadequate about the sea ghost.
Don't worry, Mr. Packard. I've seen your dinkle. It's not too bad.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Scary. I'm going to keep it out all day.
Garrick, was it real or a spectre like his hand? Just asking for a friend.
It had a weird grey cast to it. Like it was made of stone.
Stone.
Oh, mercy.
What do you wish to do?
So definitely pirate woman.
Yep.
And skins. Should we do the skins first? Get rid of the beaver skins to that woman who takes hides.
Aye, good idea.
For sake of brevity, we'll say you go, she's there, and she offers you good money. How many days have they been
So
in
is
there?
it-
So we were now
Surely it's
on...
only
1 day on
the
the
night
boat,
we got back.
and then the whole
Shit,
day
no,
for
we,
the
stayed,
festival.
we stayed
No,
one
no,
night in
there's-
that place, didn't we?
Yeah, stayed one night in
Yeah.
Bell.
So it was first of flock time
One
when
night
you'd
in
done
Saltmarsh.
the
It's
assassination.
been 2 nights, 3
You-
nights.
Went to bar. This is the third day. I'm gonna say some of the leather has gone because you haven't done any treatment to it.
We had
So how many
14
skins do you
beaver
have?
skins. 14 beaver skins and one king.
14 and 1 king. So we'll say maybe 10 out of the 14 have come through intact. You'll get 10 full sizes, and the king beaver it's okay. Let's see how much she offers you. She comments on the fact that you've got so many beaver skins and asks the story, but to be fair, she's already heard it at this point. She was at the festival and it was going around like wildfire.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see what she will offer.
That's the name of the STR that Ozzy got last night. Going around like wildfire.
That's good.
Definitely got something from Gellin.
Chandrading.
Is there anything else we got? I feel like we had other skins.
No, we drew the line at skinning the humans.
Shame.
So it's 12 per beaver. How many did we say you had? 10.
10.
Yeah.
So 120 gold for those. And then for the king, we'll say you get 12 for that as well. It would have been worth more, maybe intact, but with the damage. So 132 gold for the skins.
So that divided by
Right.
4.
Yeah.
33.
33.
33.
Did you do that in your head or did you use calculator?
In my head, of course. I am a renowned mathematician.
But
Definitely calculator then.
I wouldn't have a clue.
I used a spell.
Calculus.
Shall we pop and see if that lady has our helm of telepathy?
Well, it sounds like a plan.
I rewatched it,
Oh.
just to interlude. You never did order it, however, it would be in stock. So,
Excellent.
but yeah, you literally just got the things that you received. I think the reason it came up and we were confused is because Ozzy said about wanting to try it on, and she said, "Oh well, it's not here; it'll be here in a few
Ozzy,
days."
Ozzy. What's running his mouth?
Oh,
So you wish to go to Senderos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
So you make your way across town. Are you taking Ozzy? Are you getting him up?
Oh, if I have
Are you
to.
leaving him? You can leave him if you want.
hey.
It's up to you.
Ozzy,
What?
you're decent.
No.
We're going to go see Captain Zandros. You coming?
Captain Xandros. Yeah, I'll be right out. I'll be right out. Get out,
Right,
you,
anything
Make sure
you
you
drink?
wash it in the sink at least.
get out, you skanks.
Fit in
The
debt.
women.
I open the door.
You went in at a point where one, you were steaming, two, you had two attractive people in your arms. The women in this pile are all sorts.
Oh, wow.
attractive women. There
All
are
sorts.
All
all sorts.
sorts.
all sorts. And they sort of all slowly grog and get their clothes back on and bundle off the ship.
It's been a pleasure.
The room's gonna need a clean down there.
I like wait for them to leave, almost like a little bit awkwardly, like waiting to see if any of them are expecting to be paid. Oh,
None
okay,
of them.
good.
None of them.
One or two that either Gellin already paid for them, or they were just genuine fans. Right, I feel fresh as a daisy.
So you head across Sharkfin Bridge to the other side of town, and you come to the faithful quartermasters of Ayu's. They're holding in their home. Opening the door again, you see Captain Zenderos behind. She greets you warmly, saying that you want to parley and trade. She ushers you to the room close by, the sort of trading and talking room. You sit around the large table with the compass decal in the middle, and she brings up the book. So, I presume you've come back for the items you asked for, to see if we can acquire them.
Yes, and although we didn't express interest in the helmet of mind reading, we have decided that we do want it.
Let me just check my book. Yes, we still have that in stock.
And
I
how
believe it
much?
300 gold.
I'll take it.
Whoa, you need to... I go.
Okay,
Very
sorry.
well.
300
It has
gold.
been
I'll
done.
take it. Excellent.
And since you have purchased an item today, we will forego the waiver for this next week's work.
Did you
Excellent.
find the what did I want? The gauntlets, were they?
The braces.
That's
Yes.
the thing.
I have, my sources have acquired some. It may take a month to have them in stock, however. They are hard to acquire. You wish me to pursue?
How much will there be?
There would be 300 gold.
Yeah, if you could please, because we all know I need some help with my old archery.
Very well. I will set my men to work. You wish to
Do
pay
it.
when they arrive?
I don't mind, do you want a deposit?
I'm easy. They will sell.
Wait until
Pay
they
when they
arrive. Wait
arrive.
until they arrive. Tell me,
Okay.
what else have you got in stock? Anything come through?
So, the items you requested. The bag of beans, I can find. I can possibly
The bag
get
of
it here.
tricks.
Wait, 1 moment. The beans I can get in 1 week. And they would be... They would be 2,500 gold.
Hang on,
The
man.
bag of tricks.
Sorry, just to interrupt. Scarrig, you want a bag of... I'm not sure I already quizzed you on this. What the fuck is this bag of beans?
I actually wanted the bag of tricks more, but I don't know, it just sounded fun.
Is
2,500...
that the same as a box of
I guess the
miracles?
bag of tricks is going to be similar.
What is this bag of beans?
I can get the
don't
tricks.
know what's going on.
300 gold.
Basically a
I can
random
have
bag.
it in a week.
Sorry, I missed it, Paul.
It's 300 gold and I can have them in a week. The bag of
The
tricks.
tricks. Oh, see that was the one that I was looking for. I think that's better.
I thought it was a joke. It's a bag of tricks actually a real thing.
Yeah.
We have found it in rust, if that suits your liking.
Oh, aye, that's very nice. Aye,
What does a
I'll
bag of
take it.
tricks do?
So that'll be in a week.
1 week, you wish to pay on arrival?
Yeah, aye, that'll be the
What
the plan.
does a bag of tricks do?
It's like a little bit of dirt in my pocket.
Bit of what?
Dirt.
Dirt.
Good.
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 You will You'll see in a week, Ozzy.
All right,
And
excited.
I believe Mr. Picard, hair growth. Unfortunately,
Yes.
we could find nothing. Perhaps the local fisherwoman. They may be better suited for something so trivial.
Oh, I see.
You just put on a
And
wig.
you, Ozzy,
I should have asked for memory stuff.
your item has intrigued me. I have heard tales of a harp
Guitar.
built into a guitar.
Oh shit.
It is hard to locate. The item is very rare, and you would be looking in the realm of 2,500 gold.
Oh my god.
I've heard it
That
can
would
control
be
weather and cure wounds, among other things.
be your share of this next mission, Ozzy.
I do not
Yeah.
know when I will be able to acquire this. Well, if you wish to work on it, perhaps 2 more weeks waiver.
I mean, yeah, I would love for you to find something like that. I understand that it is a bit of a rarity, but if you, well, it looks like we're keeping you on retainer for now anyway. So if you keep your ears and your eyes open.
And I will ask the retainers paid up front for our services. So for going this week, it will be 100 gold to hire me for another 3 weeks.
Right.
Well, I've already purchased a helmet. I will leave the rest of the purchasing to you boys.
You're not requesting
Right,
anything else,
so-
Picard?
33.
Nope. If
Can I
my hair
request
cannot
something
be
else as
restored,
well, or is it just
then
what
nothing
I've
else
got
matters.
coming?
So the 100 gold is for the waiver for her services, so it's going to take a good 3 or 4 weeks for her to sort of pin this harp. Like, the harp's a hard thing to find, the harp guitar. So she needs a bit of down payment for their services to be enrolled for that long.
And how much is
Like,
that?
is it worth like just throwing out something else now, or is it going to cost more if I ask for something else?
You
It's
can
also
ask,
very-
while
it's
she's in
very
the
rare.
service, she can sort of thingy and
Well, she
Yeah,
said,
just work out. You know.
She said it was only going to take a week for your bag of tricks and what else was it?
the bag of tricks and
The
the
brace.
bag of beans would take a week. The braces are going to take 4 weeks to get in stock.
Right. Yeah. Well, whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you happen to see an animated shield, I mean, I know they're going to be pricey,
Animated
but
shield.
aye.
I forgot we was coming to see you, to be honest, and I forgot to do some research on magic items. So I don't know what I want. But I want that legendary harp guitar. I mean, I could do some real good music with that.
I'm sure you could. The shield. That interests me. You've heard of this item before?
Aye.
And what
I've
is
heard
it?
of very rare occasions where a shield has seemed to animate itself and take the owner to free up their hands.
Is it mechanical? Or more magic?
I think it's magic.
That's
It's a
interesting.
kind of magic.
I am interested in the mechanical side of things. You see this, and she points up to the large metal lobster claw that is above the door.
Aye.
This is part of a very, very interesting machine. It is
I
called.
mean,
Lobster.
sorry, go on.
It is called an apparatus of Qualish. And it would do my people good to find one.
Do we know what that is?
Make a history check.
I feel like we've looked into this before about something about this.
17.
Was that
17.
metagaming you telling us about it?
Probably metagaming.
I don't know what this is. What's it called?
It's like that clockwork
It's called an
crab thing.
apparatus of Qualish. So you've got a 17 in history. The name Qualish sort of sparks something in your brain. You have heard of it's sort of been linked to interesting stories that have been told to you, like stories of clockwork machines and crazy inventions, and this name Qualish has sort of been tied into it, but you've never really learned enough or bothered enough to sort of find out what it is. But it intrigues you that this sort of item would be linked with that. And she described the item, the apparatus of Qualish. It is like a ship, but it can travel under the waves.
Ooh.
Like a sub boat. A boat sub.
Yes, I would presume.
They'd be
Pilots would be
underboat.
submariners.
Submarine. Aye.
Underboat.
A
surely that
U-boat.
would be the name of. Well, no, yeah, U-boat.
It is. I just know it is called the apparatus of Qualish, for he is the inventor.
Seems like unnecessarily complicated word.
Mhm.
U-boat. I've just got on my notes here in bold type font night vision. Is that because we ordered some?
For styles, we
or-
wanted
yeah, that
to
was
order
for
some
me.
for styles.
Is that because we ordered
Yeah,
some,
do
or
you have-
said we were
Yes,
going
yeah.
to order some?
want to
I have
order
not
it.
found anything of night vision as of yet. I can look.
Night
If
vision
you could,
goggles.
That would be great, please.
Yeah, I've heard of tales of like goggles that give you night vision. That'd be real handy for our friend here.
It sounds achievable. Very well. So today, the helm, which has been paid for. In 4 weeks, your braces will arrive. In 1 week, your bag of tricks will pay on delivery. And you wish to hire me for 2 more weeks, top of this, so 3 weeks in total. And that is to look for the shield and the night vision and the guitar.
I thought you said
Yes.
the guitar would be here in a few weeks.
No. This item its rarity is high. Just obtaining one would be very, very difficult for us.
That's
But
fair.
not impossible. It would take me a few weeks to even lay the foundations for this.
How big is this guitar?
Normal guitar
The
size.
foundations of the
300
acquisition.
feet long.
Do you have anything in stock at all?
She turns to a book.
I know last
We're
week you
feeling
had a
quite
wand.
flushed today.
The wand has now gone.
Oh, that was a
we
good wand.
have-
Should have got that.
let me check my ledger. We have magical staff. You a fan of snakes?
Not particularly.
Well, this staff turns into a snake, so perhaps not for you. We have pipes.
Pipes like bagpipes?
Not pan pipes. It's called the pipes of haunting.
I've
They
heard of
are
that.
magical pipes. They can scare your enemies. A simple apparatus. We have a potion that will make you akin with the animal kind.
What, like make you talk to animals?
More friendship on this one. We have in the higher price range a scroll of protection that will protect you from a certain kind of thing. I believe. She checks the notes. This one is protection from undead.
Unfortunately, the scrolls are a bit out of. They're not really appropriate
How
for us.
much for the undead protection scroll?
That one is coming in at 2,500.
Packard,
Packard, spit out his drink if you have
Packard,
one.
I know your memory is rusty, but we've been through this. The scrolls are expensive, but that's because they're for wizards. And wizards get to like learn that spell forever. But for us mugs, we just get to use it once. So 2,500 for one shot is like absolutely pointless.
Plus, Picard, it's for the undead, and we're still on dodgy ground when it comes to you.
Yeah, you might end up killing yourself.
Oh, if only.
Perhaps then.
Or at least that
potions.
hand of yours.
We do have two in the 25,000 round.
25,000 gold potion.
Yes. One for invisibility and one of supreme healing.
Wow. Is it just a
Two-
one-time?
Around 2,500.
25000.
25,000.
25,000.
That's a lot. What the potion?
What does
How often?
Supreme Hearing do? Like,
It just gives you full.
to full health. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
even that doesn't seem worth that sort of money, does it?
that seems crazy.
These are the
It's like, I'd
prices.
rather just sneak away and sleep.
would it prolong someone's life then? Would you say, Miss Sanderos?
I mean, in a sticky situation, it might help, but even still, we're not that flush.
I was going to say, not that I know anyone else's financial situation, but if it's anything like mine, we have nowhere near enough money.
I feel like there's a weird balance. Like the Helm of Telepathy was 300, and then a potion of healing
It's
is
all based on-
25,000.
It's all based on rarity.
Rarity.
And just
Do you have
seems
any-
cray-cray.
Any normal potions, healing potions or anything?
I'm afraid none have come into stock this week.
Could you identify the second potion Ozzy has?
That's what I
for
was gonna
us?
do. Yeah,
I thought of it first.
I was waiting for the right moment. Paul
I
looked
have someone who
overwhelmed.
could do that. I was trying to spell supreme. It's because the potions of healing aren't. When you look up a potion of healing, it just gives you one done it, and then you've got to find the one with the levels in.
Yeah, yeah.
And D&D Beyond's a bitch for that. Supreme healing, 10d4 plus 20 HP regain.
What a waste of
Jesus,
money.
so that's sort of like high-end fucking mages anyway, because it's just pointless to use that on our
That's crazy.
level, innit?
Yeah. Anyway, I have someone who could look it over. If you give me it for a few moments, please.
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Please help yourself to a drink while I.
If she
this
got one
checked.
of those like coffee and chicken soup machines and like screw
It's
fix.
decanters of thingy and mini casks of ale, if you remember. She takes it through to the back. Release the door.
Sorry, Joe. I really miss them machines coming off my toes. I just got like some real strange memories.
Brilliant. I went to Houghton's the other day. I was like, "Oh, they've got one. I'll have a chicken soup."
And Bovril.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
What am I looking
good
for?
times.
The potion. So after a few minutes, while you help yourself to drinks and just sort of look around the room, she comes back and she says, "This is a potion of invulnerability. Good find. Where did you purchase this?"
We found it in the beaver hideout. You probably heard by now. We dealt with the beaver problem.
Oh, interesting.
We found it there.
Why would a beaver need this?
It was a big beaver.
I don't know. It was probably just shiny.
Shiny thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. Very well. if that is business for the day, I will bid you adieu, and I will get back to my work.
So you need some money off us. You need 100 gold off us. Is that right?
Yes, please, to secure the
So
There's that
services.
33 each for
33 each then,
because because the captain's being a fucking bitch.
I'll
He's giving
pay
you
the
a week for
34
free by
just to get
paying
the
the helm with
maths
telepathy.
right.
Yeah.
And the helm. And she goes through to the back and she brings that back through.
Oh,
What's
they
it
paying
called?
all of the
Helm of telepathy.
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 Of telepathy. Add.
So you get the helm
do you
of
have to
fishes.
attune to that?
Doesn't
I
seem to.
believe.
No. Oh, it does require attunement, yes.
Oh fuck!
Attuned.
So we don't get that second chance then.
That's no worries. It's attuned to it.
Yeah, because you have to sit with it for a good day, don't you?
I think it's like
Well,
a
he's going
length
to
of a
sleep
short
here
rest
with
or
it. Yeah,
something.
It's a good thing Packard
he
doesn't
just
sleep.
curls up in a ball with it.
I'll read your times to it.
Exactly.
So, after claiming your goods and paying the money, you leave Zenderos. Back out into the fresh sea air, and across the bay, you see the ship is preparing for sail. Sails are getting checked, the final overchecks before the night sail. Is there anything else you wish to do? So it's sort of early afternoon at this point. You woke up late. You've been to a couple of places.
Did you say that ship had come into dock that we're going to be going on?
Yeah. It's docked and restocking, and he said it'll be going out at sundown today.
Well, there's a couple of things on our list. One, we could probably do to check out the boat and see what the crack is. Might be a job for you, Styles. And two, did you want to go to the Procan temple, Picard? See what you could maybe find out. He seemed
I
keen
think
for you to go.
I think I'll save the temple for once we return. I'm eager to get to sea.
Well, the Parkan Temple was in that village up 8 miles away, isn't it?
No, it's just
No,
north
there's
of
a
the town.
temple
No, it's
north
just
of
up
the
here, isn't
town. Up here,
Well,
yeah.
north on the map, but it's probably like southwest or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I think it's east, to be fair. But yeah,
Yes,
it's just on the
I'm
graveyard.
happy
What
to
he was saying
visit
is
that on return.
the lighthouse in the other town
Hmm.
is run by people of the Procan.
You might be able to get some of your
Yeah.
memory back.
But what will I remember?
Well, that's
How about that stone thing of yours? Have you heard anything from it today?
Good point. I was waiting for a moment to speak to my stone. Let's quickly whip it out. And I go, "Hello, yes, this is Captain Picard. I am currently in the town of Saltmarsh. Where are you?" Over.
You wait for a response, and all you hear is the lapping of waves against the shore. You get no response today.
Grr. Frustrated, I storm off.
I understand your frustration.
Are we going to board the old shippy ship?
Yeah, I suppose.
Soul of
Don't
Winter.
really have anything else
That
to
was
do.
it, yeah.
Are we expected to bring this other ship back then? Or is the Soul of Winter standing by whilst we investigate?
No, the
box
other
is
ship's
all
not.
the prince wants.
What?
The box is all the prince wants. Anything else is yours.
So if we want to bring the other boat back, is it worth? Can we take some of the crew to help?
He said it's adrift, and they couldn't tow it back
I think it's buggered.
because they would have just hooked up and towed it.
Unless this other ship's fucking off, we've got our boat in a box if we need to get back.
I don't get why they couldn't tow the boat. Why can you not tow it?
because it was grounded. Is that right?
It's adrift. It's not grounded.
What does
In the
adrift
middle of
mean
the
then?
ocean.
Just-
floating.
Smashed
Yeah,
up
just-
and it just can't be controlled. It's just floating about.
We'll find out when we get there.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I'm ready to go, but
You head to the Solar Winter. I'll take you there.
Oh, I'll take you there.
Take you down to Browntown. Uh,
They've got a
I've got a
siege weapon.
ballista.
Yeah. It looks a bit like a
I've
catapult.
got 2.
You see,
Ballista and a
although-
catapult.
Oh shit! Yeah.
a similar sized ship to yours. This one is clearly manned for protection and cargo. You see dwarves up and down the decks, loading and unloading boxes down the gangplank. There's 2 at the rear near the ship's wheel, and they look down and see your party come aboard. I'm presuming you're bringing your supplies and possessions and etc.
Yes.
One calls down. Good day to you. Are you the party we're taking?
Yes, indeed. We are the Mr. Men. I am Captain Picard, and these are the others.
The others.
Indeed.
I'm
Then
Ozzy
you have my
Haleborn.
permission to board.
It's a pleasure.
Come on.
It is nice
Yeah.
to meet you, little man.
Eric Bladefall.
As we walk past, well, as Picard is assuming leading the way, our captain,
Drink.
I whisper into the guy's ear as we pass. Our actual captain is this guy behind us. He's called Styles.
Oh,
It sort of watches you walk past.
What's Ozzy
And,
done now?
something terrible evil that
Do
he's
I have to
gonna.
roll a perception check?
he's
to
gonna
actually see if I
regret.
saw it?
No, I just told. Oh, actually, yeah, you probably wouldn't
I
hear.
don't know what you did.
You probably wouldn't hear. You just see me whisper in the guy's ear.
So, he introduced himself. I am Wolgar Windrune, captain of this vessel. I will
That's a
be
mouthful.
transporting you to the Emperor of the Sea. And now, I wish you to know, my crew is highly capable, and no offence to you, but you will only get in our way. You will be staying in a cabin for the journey. You
What?
may come onto deck for fresh air, however you will not interfere with my operation. I've been paid to transport you and get you back, and that is all.
We are quite capable. If you need any assistance,
I'm a captain.
We do not.
does the cabin?
I've read the Tide book.
Does the cabin have a revolving bed?
No.
Ah,
And to be honest with you, you're just with the cargo. We don't really have room for passengers. This is a fucking cargo ship.
I have another question. Why
Right.
are you so grumpy?
How? I've got a question. How long will it
You'd be
take?
grumpy too if you've been away from home for so long.
That's fair.
How long
It's
will
a
the voyage
5-day
take?
journey to the position.
Plenty of time
Providing
to tune
weather's
to my
fine.
helmet.
We'll make it in that time.
5 days.
Was you the crew that first spotted her?
No, we have been hired by the prince. Transport you. I don't know much about it. He just said, take these people there, let them get the box, and bring them back. That's our job. That's what we'll do for our money.
I have one more question, Mr. Captain, sir.
Go ahead.
Can I have a go on the ballista?
No.
Just
you
one.
can't.
One
Unless
go.
we're in a major threat, and then definitely not. You'll be in your cabin, and my crew will deal with it.
Are we expecting any trouble on this route?
We don't know what we're going into. But we've come prepared. Attacks on the seas have been great recently. But our vessel is steered clear, so May Procan look down on us.
Ooh,
Aye,
propane.
Procan looked down on us.
Propane.
Now, please take your belongings down. My brother Ragnar will escort you to your room.
Ah,
He sort of waves across, and you see the captain, dwarven male, large, bushy beard, quite dark. His skin's quite dark as well.
Are the old dwarves on this
He's-
boat?
Yeah, all dwarves. Yeah, but the boat is a normal
Filthy
size
creatures.
boat. It's not. It's not like a miniature boat or anything. So,
I'm not going to bang my head.
no, it's normal size. He waves him across, and you see he's dressed in lighter clothes, more canvassy shirt, similar attire that you'd see to a deck cap. He comes across. Good day to you, fellows. I believe my brother has introduced me. I'm Ragnar Windrune, and I'm the first mate on this ship. I will take you down to your accommodation. Please, follow me.
Why, thank you, my good man.
Thank
One
you,
small
Ragnar.
question. Can I
Yes.
have a go on the ballista?
less small jokes, Mr. Picard.
Pretty sure my brother would have said no.
Ah.
Now,
But
Captain-
what if I said he said yes?
Then I wouldn't believe you.
Hmm,
Please.
that's a shame.
And he leads you down through the ship, and you go lower and lower until you're situated in the hold at the very base of the ship. He opens up double doors around your boxes, and you see there's people dotted all over, some asleep on boxes, some sort of loading them in. He opens doors and says, please, I know my brother can be harsh, but it is for your own good. The crew know what they're doing. Just enjoy the journey and save your energy for when you get there.
Hey, I'm well up for that. I do not fancy doing any work anyway.
Aye,
If
good to sit back for a bit.
if you need any entertainment on the evenings or well at any time of the day, I have my guitar, and I am more than happy to perform for you.
Do you know Heart of the Mountain King?
Do I?
Just say yes.
Do you?
Always say yes.
I
I
do.
could probably teach him it.
Yeah, I think the crew would like that, but maybe on the journey home. My brother's a bit stressed. It's not often we're on such a open-ended mission. Normally it's a bit more clear-cut.
That's fine.
Anyway, food and drink will be brought down, and we'll let you know when we get there, I guess. We set sail at sunset. And he sort of leaves you in the room.
As he leaves,
We
that's
probably should have sat in a pub for all this time rather than at the bottom of a fucking ship, huh?
So I feel somewhat like cattle being shipped off to market.
Aye.
do I know that fucking song? It's fucking Arrow for my Valentine's song. It's fucking shit. I ain't singing that.
It's a dwarven song.
I was going to say it's a dwarf song. I'll teach you, laddie.
Picard,
I'll teach
Just
you.
be glad you're at sea and everything's okay.
Yes, but I cannot
Can
feel
enjoy
the,
it. Think
the
of it as a
waves.
cruise.
Yeah, Ozzy, come over here.
You were desperate to get here in a hurry. What's
Yes, well, I didn't realise we were being like bloody vermin.
up, Scarrick?
I'll go through the notes with you and teach you the words so you can sing it. We'll practice.
All right.
I'm not going to
Cue-
sing it, I'm just like.
Cue
Obviously, I would know it, so like-
Picard attunement montage.
Yeah.
Every day gets a little bit better.
Well, we will montage it.
Yes. Just look at this helmet for much longer.
After some
Gonna be
time,
a montage.
you feel the ship begin to move. The swaying gets steadily heavier as it gets into broader and broader seas. You're on your way. And over the course of the next 5 days, you're bought simple ship's food. A few people do come down and talk to you and just tell you of just simple things about the ship, how they've travelled up the coast, transporting cargo.
I'll be honest, like, I would not want to be cooped up down here, so I would be up on deck as much as possible. Not getting in
You're
anyone's
often
way, but
Yeah,
just sort of just taking in the
You find-
fresh air.
you find you get up on deck a lot of the time. However, as soon as something happens, like a squall comes in or fog begins to build, you're down and you're almost commanded to stay off the deck when they're active. You just get the feeling that they're doing this for the money and you're just cargo to them. There's no real kinship. Some of them do tell you of how they've travelled the coast, transporting goods, but there's no real good conversation, if you know what I mean. Picard, you attune to the helm, and you now have its ability. I presume you'd test it on some of your fellow compatriots, perhaps?
I do.
No,
I,
that would be a violation. He would test it on a sailor, not on one of us.
No, you would do it on one of you.
That's a big invasion of privacy.
Picard pops the helmet on, and he. Let's have a look. He says to Ozzy, "Mr. Ozzy, who is our captain?" And he goes, so it's
Why would you be questioning it?
'cause I hear the rumors.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
It's what's it?
DC 13.
DC 13, yeah.
Of what?
Of saving.
It's a spell save.
Yeah, but what?
Is it,
That's
It's a saving
Wisdom,
throw, right?
probably.
Yeah.
is it wisdom?
Yeah.
My
it must be
one's a wisdom thing, but
Yeah, it'd be wisdom.
So is it telepathy?
Well,
Yeah,
Helm
Helm of
make an action,
telepathy.
so
So
it has
you-
detect. Oh, it's detect
Detect
thoughts
thoughts.
that
So
you're
you,
doing.
so I know that
It's a
spell. So
wisdom
you
save.
get like surface thoughts. So you wouldn't have to dive deep to know that.
Hmm.
You would just ask me that question, and that would probably just like pop in. The answer would probably just pop into my head. You only need to dive deep if you're like trying to find something.
thinking about the Guns N' Roses thing.
Well, no,
That's
actually,
pleasant,
to be fair, you would have to dive deep if there was something that I was trying to hide from you. So I suppose in this case, I would be trying to hide that information, knowing that you've got the fucking helmet on. I know exactly what you're doing. So I would try to bury that thought. So yeah, I would have to save.
Yeah.
Save for that.
Yeah.
That's not good though. What is it? Sorry, what kind of save?
Jeez,
Wisdom
wisdom.
save.
Wisdom save. That's a 7.
Oh, that's a fail. That's a bad then. So I just get the general sense that you think
So
Stars.
well, you would hear in my head, oh man, I know what he's trying to do here. He's trying to ask, fucking hell, don't think about it. Don't think about it. It's Picard. It's Picard. It's Picard. And then you like burrow deeper, and the lower you go, all you just see is like, Styles is the captain. Of course, Styles is the fucking captain. What a fool.
I take off the helmet.
He also looks cool as fuck.
Would you like
I'll
me
send
to
it the
polish
group
that
and
for you,
it's like-
Captain?
Yes, please.
No problem. Quite
You're
good
offering
with
to
me.
polish his helmet.
I've sent the helm to the group so you can see what it looks like.
Let's have a look.
You're gonna look badass in that, Styles.
Picard, you mean? Fucking hell.
Yeah, Picard.
That's fucking. You're gonna look mental.
Wow.
Ole.
That's like supervillain shit.
I like the brain
Yeah.
detail.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bit of
Look,
brain.
making that for the next in-person one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't make that now.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, I sort of take it off and I'm just like, I'm deeply hurt by this. I just go sit in the corner of the little
This is what
room.
Picard
Do I
never used
know-
it again.
I'm just trying to read the spell, remind myself. Do I know that he actually.
It's most stay large something. Let me just click on the
Oh, yeah,
spell.
either way, the target knows that you're probing into into your mind.
Yeah. When you push further into it.
Which I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Picard, come on, man, you can't do that. That's not fair.
I'm just silent in the corner.
Look,
Just like,
it's not how it seems. You are obviously the captain, because we all refer to you as captain and everything, but Styles is just like, he's like the vice captain. It's like we're all captains, help me out, guys.
Aye, Mr. Pikehead, you're the captain. Styles is first mate.
It's just sometimes, you're all kind of the captain to me. Do you know what I mean? If you'd have probed even deeper, you would have seen that Scarrig was the captain. We're all in this together. But I know who to
Make a
come.
persuasion check.
Deception.
Yeah, deception. Or persuasion.
brutal.
Not good. Oh, I have good deception. Plus 6.
And you make a
12.
perception check.
I
Pikehead.
shall. 22.
Yeah, you just see he's lying for his teeth, just digging a hole deeper and deeper. And confined to this small room, there isn't very far you can get away
I
from
turn
him.
because you haven't been able to see my face because I've been like looking at the corner. I turn around, just like a big sad cat. I've just got so much water in my eyes, which is odd because I can't piss or poop or anything. But I can somehow produce tears.
Pagard,
He's making
I'm
ghost
sorry.
tears.
I feel like the more you use this helmet, the more upset you're gonna get, man. It's never gonna be a good thing. Some things just left to the unknown. Maybe just stick with the villains of this show.
Yes, I have decided, as captain, that I will only use this power for good, and I will use it against evil, and obviously to serve our general purposes.
Mm.
And I swear I will not use it on any members of the crew anymore,
I
for
thought that was
fear
a
of
given.
hurting my own feelings. And let's never speak of it, ever again.
We won't, Captain.
Aye, Captain.
Right.
Yes,
So, after a few days aboard of general just boredom and trying to keep yourself entertained, by God, you're back in the cabin. It's late evening. The rest are curled up, and they've made good positions to sleep by now. Some have moved boxes and crates and
I would have had
curled
like
in the corner.
long rest at this point. I'm guessing it's been.
Yeah,
few
you've had a
days.
long rest, yeah.
Good.
You sit just staring round. There's no windows in this section, however. It's your gentle sway of the soul of winter rocks you as your vision fades. You haven't had anything from the stone in all these days. Even if you tried, nothing has come back. However, you open your eyes again, you look down, and you see your hands grasped around the thick wood balustrade, gripping tightly between your weather-worn palms. You raise your gaze and see the waves stretching for miles, speeding past. The spray hits you in the face and fills your nose with salty air. A voice calls from behind you. Captain? It's a female voice. The voice you recognize. You turn. But before you can see who called it, your vision is filled with red. You feel pain in your arm, and your memory fades. And you're back. You see the boxes and your friends asleep around you.
Ah, well, I might have to see a physician about that one. That was a worrying turn.
Oh yes, I'll have 2 sugars in my tea, please.
You hear a noise from in your pack. And as you open it, you pull out the stone. My God. I've got it back. I think I have a way out. I'll come find you. You You can't reply to this message.
I'll just say, I'm in Saltmarsh, my dear. I'm in Saltmarsh with the Mr. Men. The Mr. Men, Saltmarsh. Come to me. Come to me. I am the captain. No one else. If anyone tells you Mr. Styles is the captain, they're lying. Lying! I am the captain. Come to Saltmarsh and tell them. Tell them I'm the captain. End of line.
So,
What a day.
do you tell the others when they awake?
I do not.
Very well. After 5 days' travel, the captain comes down. We're here.
Oh, fucking hell, don't sound too happy about it.
Yeah.
Where is here exactly?
Yeah, where are we?
5 days. We're in open ocean. We see the wreck. You might want to come up. As you get to the deck, the Soul of Winter is positioned 500 feet away from the derelict on its starboard side. You see the ship low in the water, its deck slanted to the port side. The masts are shorn completely. There are no masts left, just stumps on the deck. The deck itself is clear of anything. Rigging hangs down from the sides, and it bobs. I need the two naval people to make a perception check, please.
I was going to say, can I get Ellie up for a bird's eye view, see if you can see anything in particular?
Yep.
15.
18.
Two.
So between you discuss, and with the captain of the ship, you see that the ballast must have shifted for this ship to be listing to one side, and the ship's mass being completely wrecked like that. It's signs that you've seen in sort of hurricanes and storms, really bad storms, but most times that happens, the ship itself will go down. It's a surprise to all of you that it's still afloat.
Captain.
Yes.
Sorry, I need to be a bit more specific now. Captain Windrune. Have you
Yes.
have you seen anything like this before? What could have done this?
It looks recent. I don't think it's got many days left to float in that state. I'm surprised it still is now. We'll have to act quick.
What about you, Styles? You seen anything like this before? What might have happened to it?
Looks like she's been caught up in a storm. The ballast could have shifted to cause that list, and high winds would have demasted her like that.
And I agree with everything he has just said.
Too much drink usually makes me demast.
Oh.
Too much anything causes you to demast.
Yep.
And as you look out on the ship, the captain of the Soul of Winter getting his men to prepare a rowboat to take you across. That is where we're going to end tonight.
Well, we don't need it. We got a boat in the box.
Magic boat.
Oh my.
Ready to explore the Emperor of the Waves next session.